believe in magic.
Won't you give me a smile?
Are we live?
Oh, sorry, I forgot we were live. Guys, how you going, guys? Welcome to the HFD podcast.
Hey, don't at me. just subbed to the food channel. What a guy.
What a nice guy. How are you guys? It's good to be back. We're in New York City.
We are
As
in
you
New
can
York
see,
City.
we're in Times Square. Enjoying this lovely night here in Times Square.
You know what's so funny about? I thought being in Times Square would be so much louder,
I know.
but it's not. All I can hear is the dome.
Yeah. Anyway, guys, we are back for another huge show tonight. And we got a surprise for everyone, guys.
You know what? Before Don't At Me says the next video better be the one chip. Do you know what? I think the one chip one, I sort of still want to do live on this channel, so all the subscribers can see it, and then we'll move it over. Then we'll upload it to the food channel as well.
Yeah.
But we'll do it live here. Don't At Me. Don't worry about that.
100%. I can't wait to see that.
It's gonna be good. Apparently, the odds are that I'm just gonna smash it.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
But anyway, guys, tonight's gonna be massive. We've got an actual special guest joining us today, and let's just play this clip first before.
Special guest.
Here we go. Ready?
Snoop Dogg.
Jimmy T's back.
Yay. Look at him. He's making an entrance.
He's destroying the green screen, but that's okay.
Hey, boys and girls.
It's New York. It's New York.
Father Jimmy's back, guys.
I've come out of the what do you call it?
He came out from.
Came out from the shop at Times Square.
Out of the monastery.
Can you guys hear me okay? Because we've only got the
Two mics.
But
Divine Scribes reckons he got us to 800.
Divine, look. Let's just say this. We had a video that went viral the other day.
And I'm going to tell you, the guy that was in it.
It wasn't Divine that got us there. So
Can you hear me?
Yeah, they can hear.
I can hear you.
Okay.
Welcome, man.
No, it's good to come out of the monastery.
Praise the Lord. Don't At Me says, praise the Lord. Father Jim, you're not meant to kill him, man.
Oh my God.
I've been on a religious tour.
Good Lord, bless this show, Rob says.
I'll do a prayer. I can do a prayer. Ready?
Yeah.
I bless you all.
Oh, man.
That's why we missed this guy.
And Rob says, hearing you crystal clear, man. So that's good.
Oh, good.
So listen, what not Don't At Me. What Divine just said about the 800 subs. We're gonna plug that short a bit. So what we're gonna say is, guys, we put a short out. What was it? 2 days ago?
Not yesterday. Day before.
Yeah,
No, yesterday.
Yeah, it was the day before, wasn't it?
No, it was yesterday. Yesterday, Arvo.
Okay, yeah, sorry, yeah, and
Yeah.
Pretty impressive.
yeah, it had 4 views. At one stage,
Had 4 views.
and then I rang Chris, wouldn't pick up his phone, and it was me talking about Michael Jordan. So I don't know if everyone on our channel's seen it, and it got 37,000 views in about 10-15 minutes. It just went off the hook, and we got a lot of subs from it. Like it just went off, didn't it? It went off.
It went.
It blew up. Look, yeah.
It blew
Don't
up.
At Me
Yeah.
says it blew up. Like it went off, dude.
And like people like abusing us, and there's some people that actually liked us as well.
Yeah,
but, hey, we don't care.
I got abused by some guy because he said I'm obviously not American because I said Jordan's better than LeBron. I don't know how that works, but you know.
But anyway, so that gave us like nearly 20 subs from that. So we hit the 800 mark. I'm pumped. Congratulations, guys.
I think we're going to hit 1,000 by the end of the year.
Hopefully,
Yeah, no, it's good. It's good to see, like
You know
a lot
what?
of hard work being paid off.
I can see Amanda and Jess laughing, and all I'm gonna say is, I'm dead set that they're laughing at your laugh.
Probably.
Your laugh just cracks people
I'll
up.
make him laugh.
But when you made him laugh, people when they hear Chris's laugh,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
like infectious. It just gets you going. Like it's
It's hilarious.
It does, man.
It's like gets you going.
It does. But no, we're here, guys, and
How good is this for Kasha?
I know. But
Sorry,
I
Jim.
might have to
That's right.
We'll get some later.
Don't talk about it.
Yeah. Oh, Don't At Me says 1K easy by the end of the year.
Yeah, baby steps.
Yeah, but just look. So what we need, guys, is the watch time. So
That's it. So
our goal is to get monetized.
Amanda and Jess both said yeah.
So,
I might do a few prayer shorts.
Sorry, I said 800. Siri said the wrong thing.
yeah.
Damn, Siri.
And guys, look, I know that it did show before, like the podcast started, but I'll just bring it back up again.
Yeah.
Make sure you guys check out that food channel. It is in the description of this video. And it's all that food stuff that used to be on this channel.
What's the music that's on that food channel?
Just the music from normal.
Oh yeah, killer. Very cool.
Slow though.
That's good. No, I like it.
Yeah.
That's good.
But yeah, basically, just join us on that for the food stuff. So all the food stuff that was on here is out there.
Yeah, there.
So
Like Don't At Me just said he subbed, which is really good.
yeah. But I'm just glad you can't just play the gym thing again. It was so good. You have to play it again.
Snoop Dogg.
You can never get
Rob says, by the way, your short TikTok snippets are outstanding. Great editing. So I don't. We got to give props. There is a guy that has helped us with a few of our shorts, isn't there?
Yeah.
And he's a champion, isn't he?
He's a champion. Yeah.
He's
from
really good.
Serbia.
I think he's more Croatian. I think by his last name. Yeah.
Yeah. He helps us out with it. And
Yeah. We said Yugoslavia just to be safe.
Yugoslavia.
No, they're brilliant.
Yeah.
No,
like, what they
really
do is
good, they're catchy. They're really
they
catchy.
catch you.
They're like bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
I think it's the text.
Most of them,
Yeah,
most of
he's
them,
good.
I reckon, like maybe bar one or two.
He's just so good at them, bro.
Yeah.
Like for a video like that one, yeah, Yugoslavia. Chris is laughing because we said Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Like that one, that Jordan video is a 15-second clip, and it had
37,000.
over 200 hours watch time.
It's
You know, for
ridiculous.
15 seconds.
Yeah.
When I was updating it, right?
That's incredible.
No, and it was going 1,000. So it must have been in so many people's shorts feed because it was like going 1,000.
Just
on
shows
every-
you how,
it was so quick. It was
just-
unbelievable.
Shorts are popular. Everyone searches them.
The coffee.
Coffee.
I got a little one. Chris
And,
got a big one. Jimmy's got a little one.
Coffee is actually delicious, guys.
Yeah.
That's it. HFD coffee is the best.
But yeah, guys. So make sure you guys keep watching our shorts and promoting them,
Yeah,
sharing
yeah.
them to everyone.
How many people got in the chat?
And,
I think Chris tried to write Zorro, but he wrote Dobro.
Why is that?
I don't know. I can hear him laughing.
Oh, Doblos.
I
Doblos.
know, I'm
Yeah,
just poking him
Doblos. What a nice guy.
I think it said meant Zorro.
I don't know.
We'll just say Zorro.
Yeah.
Zorro's cool, man.
Zorro is cool.
He's a champion.
So how'd you recover last week from all that food, man?
Ugh. I wasn't the best the next day.
No.
Like, no, I didn't feel the best. No, like, you know what the thing is? It was good that we didn't. I know Jim wasn't here. It was good that we didn't like finish all of them. If we had finished all of them,
Oh,
we would have been like gone the next
True.
day. But they were, Jim, some of them you were surprised how good some of them were.
I'm looking to try some.
Dude, what was
Yeah.
the one? That one, the chicken nuggets one,
the chicken nuggets one.
with the pickle on it and the sauce.
Tastes good.
I would never eat those. I would never eat Macca's nuggets without a pickle at least.
So you just get a pickle.
It has to be a pickle
the
on
pickle and the nugget together,
it. It's the
Yeah.
best.
and it's
And then
sauce.
it's the sauce.
It tastes good.
And I reckon it'd be good in sweet and sour as well. I reckon it'd be good with sweet and sour, not just the other one that
I was
we
gonna
use.
bring
Try that.
Yeah.
like
Try
the
it.
watermelon feta. I was gonna do that, but
They're good. We know they're good because we're ethnics. Watermelon feta, watermelon halloumi, they're beautiful. We know they're beautiful.
no,
So-
I don't think a lot of people have tried it.
No, they haven't. Yeah, when they hear about it, like, what? What do you mean?
It's very popular in
Oh.
overseas, in
yeah,
Greece.
well, in Greece and in the halloumi one in Cyprus is like delicacy.
Let me just tell you, last night I had a pizza and had a Big Mac.
You were telling me about this. So there's a pizza, a Big Mac pizza.
A Big Mac
It
pizza.
tastes good.
Yeah, it tastes like
Did
a
it
Big
taste
Mac.
like a Big Mac?
Exactly like a Big Mac. Like I was eating it, I was like, this is-
So if it tastes exactly like a Big Mac, the
Yeah.
question I put to you is, why don't you just go buy a Big Mac? Why spend more and buy a pizza that tastes like one?
What was the topping?
it's just a
Yeah.
it's just a
What was it?
novelty
Beef?
thing, I guess.
Yeah.
Was it?
But
What
it was
was
really nice. It was really, really nice. So,
Hi, Chris. It's Corbin.
Corbin Dallas.
Do you know Melissa? And Chris wrote, hi, Corbin. And all I was thinking was Corbin Dallas.
Do you know Melissa? Who's Melissa?
I think he's talking to Chris.
Oh,
I forgot the weird alcohol combo. American bourbon and pickle juice equals pickleback. One shot after the other, Rob reckons. What?
wow.
That's next level.
That is next level. But we will look. The next food one, as you said, the chip
Yeah.
challenge. We'll try it next week, maybe.
Yeah, mate. Well, soon we're going to do the watch along for Paranormal Activity
I
soon.
think that's the week after.
Yeah, the week after.
Oh, that's
You
really
know,
good.
it's funny, Rob said about those alcohol combos. Who do you reckon was the first person that ever thought, I'm going to have a shot of tequila and then lick salt? Well, that's weird. When you think about it, that would have been a weird combo the first time it was ever said.
Yeah. It's
Some
really
drunk,
good.
some
Hey,
drunk,
I'm just going to lick some salt.
some drunk person.
Some drunk.
Whoa! It's a no for me, Don't At Me says about that weird alcohol combo, I think.
Will they get drunk on here?
No.
You just say I'm drinking lemonade, and then when you're like this, going, hey, yeah, that lemonade.
Like, you know how we did like,
strong.
you know how we did like food combos. You can
Yeah.
do like alcohol combos
Why not?
and just get hammered on
Yeah.
on the lines. That'd be funny.
We'll get banned.
We'll get back.
Oh, it's lemonade. And then if it's like a dark one, it's like Snowtop. Snow.
Yeah, put it in.
Snow, like Johnny Walker can be Snowdrop.
Just put it into a
color.
water bottle.
Yeah, it's the same color. It's Snowdrop.
That's what they do at the cricket.
Do you know how to make a mosquito trap, Divine
Oh,
Scruffers?
mate, I just thought it.
Then you just put your arm out.
They love it. So they love my blood. So
Maybe they accidentally licked their sweat and thought, salty. Nice, Amanda saying
Maybe.
about the tequila.
maybe.
You would have had to have come up with that while you're drunk, like Jim said, I think. Someone had to be drunk and thought, yeah, I'm just going to try.
No, you know what happened? He's on the table, like he was drinking, and he fell, like and he hit the salt.
Yeah, it's on there. Like,
And then he licked it.
Bio Zappa, Don't At Me said about the mosquito thing. A drunk person on a boat had a mouth of seawater, washed it down with the tequila. That's my guess, Rob reckons.
Mm,
Maybe.
Could be.
that's a good theory.
Could be.
Only Dr. Lazarus could come up with that.
Dr. Lazarus. He is Dr. Lazarus.
Rob is our Dr.
Oh,
Lazarus.
100%.
He's going to be Dr. Lazarus when we do the reading. He's Dr. Lazarus.
100%.
What you gonna do? What are you doing, Rob? You got to plug his books. He's got books.
We tell him all the time. We put him in the chat, everything.
Bring him here, Rob.
When he comes here, Rob will be coming over in the next week or two for a World Cup podcast. So
You got to bring your books.
When's the World Cup start?
the World Cup is starting in November, and we want to do a show probably next week or the week after. We're going to do.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah. We're going to talk about me and Rob.
I'm
could
looking
talk
forward
about-
to the World Cup.
World Cup's going to be good.
Yeah, I always like the World Cup.
Yeah, World Cup is always good.
But what are we actually here for today for? What's our number one topic we're talking about?
Best coffee at. What are we doing?
I don't know. I thought.
No, we're talking about is society. We said society. That's how we named it, wasn't it? Is society becoming or getting or is it
Soft.
soft?
I'm gonna come, right out of the woodworks and say yes.
Yes.
100%. Because
So you're clap
Well,
back.
it
You've hit
depends, like-
back with your bat, and it's just yes.
I reckon, because it depends what era you're born, man. Like
Yeah.
if you're a baby boomer, if you're an ex.
So
Gen
what's the
X,
baby boomers? That's the year they're like considered.
Like in with the war, like World War II.
Yeah, and then the millennials are obviously like the
Millennials are like
2000 kids.
we're kind of millennials.
Well,
Like,
well, Jim is
we're on-
born. What
like,
is
he's
Jim?
X.
Jim is born in the 70s,
Yeah, he's Gen
and we're
X.
born 80s. So Jim and Krillin are born in the 70s.
You gave away my age.
Well, we gave away Krillin's too, and he got upset.
I think we're like on the border. We're like, I think we are like
Okay.
we're millennials.
Yep.
But X as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to say, but
Rob said, and I'll create a World Cup food challenge for Chris C.
Mm.
I'll do it.
Oh my days! Apparently, it's like if Mexico are there, it's like 400 tacos.
Like-
Beyond soft, don't at me.
No,
said.
whoever makes the final, you're gonna have a plate, food challenge.
What's the last thing that goes through a mosquito's mind as it hits your windscreen? It's bum. That's a good joke.
It's good. Something that Dr. Lazarus
Mm.
said.
It's a definite Dr. Lazarus joke.
Also, with society
Yeah.
being soft, what about? It's also like whingers as well. A lot of whingers. Like back in the day, like society was, a lot more people were whinging there about nothing.
Well, I think like Jim makes a real good point there. I think it's like, remember we when we talked about Andrew Tate, like when YouTube and Facebook first started, it used to stay on
Everyone's
Facebook.
offended.
I'm pretty sure it used to say on Facebook,
Everyone's offended now.
what are you thinking? That's how Facebook started.
Yeah.
If people actually wrote, a lot of people wrote what they're thinking, they'd get banned. So that's a
people-
form of like soft, isn't it? Like
Well, you write something on
you're not allowed to have
Facebook.
your opinion.
You write something on Facebook, and someone says I'm offended.
Yeah, that's right.
What's the point?
Yeah. John says my yes.
Yeah, but why? Why is it happening? Like, where does it stem from? That's the question.
It stems from the top, mate. From governments want us to be like that, I think.
Schools.
I think it comes.
School, that's what I mean, but that all schools stems from because you think about it when you were young, Jimmy, when I was young, even when our fathers were young, right? School the governments weren't making the teachers teach like that. So teachers were, if you go back all the way to my dad's time, you messed around, you went to school and your hair was too long, mate, you got smacked.
Yeah.
You know, and then us, it was still even harder. But now teachers are told to be softer, so then the kids.
But you
are
know how
softer.
stupid schools are now? Like, I've seen my son go through school, and I couldn't even, like, when I went to see him off at school, I wasn't even allowed to hug him.
Yeah, but why?
Because they said it was like it's like assaulting, it's like a thing like that. Like
What? You're not allowed to hug your own son?
you had to high five him.
Oh, give me a break.
That's
you
what.
kidding me?
No, this is true. This is why society's stupid.
I would have pulled him out from that school.
Yeah, but
Rob says, how can an opinion be offensive? It's an opinion. I agree with that,
Exactly.
but people don't.
people were offended by hugging your kid.
I've heard one of the best saying once that I've ever heard is like, is the minute someone thinks their opinion is fact, they become an obnoxious person. And the problem with these days is everyone thinks their opinion is fact. They don't actually just think it's their opinion. You know what I mean? Like they think what I think is correct. And it goes back to that short we made, right? It got dislikes, and the only reason it got dislikes is because someone doesn't believe Michael Jordan's better than LeBron.
Yeah.
Their opinion is...
That's fine.
Yeah, I know, but
It's
you know,
fine because that-
of course it is.
Yeah.
You're allowed to have your own opinion.
What about this? What about prisoners? When they go to prison, they got to they want to fix them up, make them better people.
Yeah.
Give them 3 meals a day. Like that's soft.
Yeah.
If you done a crime, see you later.
Yeah.
You don't I don't- put it in the room. No food.
They got TVs. They've got everything there.
Yeah, but why are they treated like that?
Rob says, yes, physical contact in public at schools is considered inappropriate, like what Jim's saying. Yeah.
But what,
Back in the day, it wasn't.
No, yeah, but he's saying
you
that.
can't hug your kid.
I couldn't hug my. I was dumbfounded.
That's wrong.
That is a bit full on. What, you're not allowed to hug your
I had
own
to.
kid?
They said I had to high five him.
Yeah, but that's still, I could high five
You know,
him in the face.
you know what I said to that? I said that is the most stupidest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Do you think because we are exposed to so much opinion now online, it may have been the ingredients to create the society, Jess says, and I agree with that.
And you know
the
what?
internet has played a major part.
100%. That's what I was saying. Like, all right. So now, right, the way you make money and the way you earn a living is much. I know people work hard out there, but like, it's just
so
easier
different.
to make money now
Yeah.
than it ever was.
Yeah.
Than it was back in the day.
Well,
right?
sorry to cut you off. Give the best thing. I this morning I went out to drive on the main road that's here. I won't say our locations and that, but let's say 10 years ago, I used to go out there at 7:30, just down the road to the main road there, and it used to be banked up all the way down to your house, right? Banked up.
Yeah.
This morning I went out there at 7:30 and I just drove out because everyone's working from home. There's no peak hour traffic anymore because everyone can work from home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's so...
It's good.
It's just, it's not even that. Like, even when Chris is saying it's holiday, it's not that. Even when school holidays used to be on, I used to go to work, it used to be banked up South Road, man, like all the way.
It gets banked up like in the afternoon.
Not like now, because so many people,
Work from home.
like even the old man was saying it, his job now, the job he did for however many years, 30, 40 years, if he was working there today, he'd be able to work from home.
Yeah.
Because you got the internet, you got laptops, you got all this crap.
Yeah, but look at the kid. Like, look at the generation coming through now, right? We talked about the generations. Like, you got people that are on TikTok. You got people that are on YouTube. They're making money from content creating, right, or whatever they're doing, and it's a lot easier than back in the day.
Yeah, of course.
You know, they're making.
Of course.
You know, so like those people that were making harder to work with,
of course,
were not soft. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They were more harder because they experienced what it's like to actually work for your money, really work for it. So I think that comes into play. Like,
People of today want it like on a silver spoon.
people today just, it's all quick. Everything's fast.
Oh, of course.
But back then it was slow process.
Don't at me said what Jim said. He goes, Yatla is nothing like what it used to be. My uncle said that to me. Like, he's saying he was
used
back
to be
in,
hard.
Well, he was there in the 80s and that, and he reckons he's heard stories about it now, and it's like a band camp now compared to what he said it was.
Yeah.
Rob says, in the 90s, I had to write copped in fundamentals in a school report. I wasn't allowed to write talks too much, doesn't pay attention, etc. I didn't call them stupid or anything. So he wasn't allowed. he had to write something else instead of, oh, he talks too much,
Yeah.
whatever. So
Wow.
at my school, you're allowed to get hugs and kisses. Divine says, I reckon you should put that into context, Divine. You don't want to be going around saying people giving you hugs and kisses at school. Say that it's your parents giving you hugs
You know
and
what?
kisses.
Well, guess what else changed?
Don't say that like that, man.
Guess what else changed at school back in the day? Like now. Sports day? Remember
Yeah,
sports day?
yeah.
You do a 100-meter race,
Yeah, oh,
and
mate,
you
I
come
love
first, you get
Yeah, I
a
love
trophy.
Oh, you get a,
Oh,
you get
there's
a,
no winners.
No,
No,
that's ridiculous.
listen. Second, you get a trophy, right?
You get one for last.
Guess what happens now? Yeah, you get a participation
Participation.
award for coming last.
See, you know what? Before I read some of the chats,
Because they get offended if they don't win.
Before I read some of those chats, I'm going to comment on that. Right? I've been involved in sports my whole life.
If you don't win, you shouldn't get enough.
It's not that. It's how do you create or breed winners
You don't.
if you're doing that. If you're giving someone, and I'm not
That's
saying
where it's soft.
if you're giving someone for 10th place a medal, how does that
For
breed
rocking
a
up.
winning mentality? It's like, yeah, man, I'll just get away with this for the rest of my life.
Because when they go in the workplace,
You
they're
know,
gonna,
like-
when they go to the workplace, they're going to
you're
think,
not breeding a winner, are you?
I'm
You're
going to be a
breeding
winner for just rocking up to my shoes.
You're breeding a participant, someone that just participates, not someone that's willing to take the bull by the horns and
I think what you need to learn how to lose before you win.
100%, man.
So if kids don't understand how to lose,
100%.
they won't.
100%. In sports, whatever, and this goes for everything in life, but I'll put it back to sports. He was talking about sports day. Like even Michael Jordan says it. You got to be willing to lose to win.
Yeah, you got to know what it feels like.
Yeah, and you got to be willing to lose. Like you're like, oh, I'm gonna try this right now, take a shot right now, and I'm willing to lose to win, man.
Yeah.
Like it's
100%. That's what I think.
yeah. All right, so we'll read a few of these. Yeah, work from home. This is what Rob said about how I said about the working thing. The roads. Rob said, where is there? Yeah, work from home. Work for 2 hours, get paid for 8. Exactly, because that's what people do now. Work from home. They're not working all day, are they?
a lot
They
of
used to
a lot of
go-
employers now want you back.
Of course, yeah. Now because they're realizing, wait a second, we're paying these guys to do shit. they
Watching
can do in
Netflix.
Yeah, exactly. Jess says, I don't like TikTok because I want to see chill and useful info, but I get hit with all kinds of stuff I don't want to see. I avoid it now. It's unhealthy to see things we don't choose alone. And then Rob says, I agree. And you know what? I've heard a lot of people say that TikTok is bad.
You just
Yeah.
Amanda does it right, and she's got the actual algorithm working for her. So
Yeah,
whenever
yeah.
she, after a while, you
Yeah,
get
yeah.
it working.
Yeah,
Where
yeah.
It shows you what you want to watch. But yeah, I know what she's saying.
Yeah, yeah.
It does happen.
Krillin says youth these days want instant gratification. Jess says yes. Prisons have visiting privileges for heaven's sake.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah, it's too soft.
Yeah.
Jess is saying laugh out loud, Jim. Gosh, I can't remember what it was about, but it obviously was something. Oh, but maybe the participation thing you said. Chris is saying correct about that. Participation awards are HES.
Yeah.
Don't at me, says.
They are.
Jess is laughing. I'm the king of 100 meters, Divine says. Divine, I challenge you to put your 100-meter time there now, and I'll tell you if it's quicker than mine.
Yeah, but you know what they're teaching kids? They're teaching kids that don't go for. It's okay to be last.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. That's
Not to
exactly
go-
what I'm saying.
Not to have goals and go for like the.
Of course.
You know,
Of course.
be the best.
Krillin says losing is a part of life. Rob says yes, Jess. Doesn't prepare people for the real world. Even applying for a job only first gets the job. Exactly. When you apply for the job, you're going for gold medal, aren't you? You're
Yeah.
not going for bronze.
Yeah.
So Jess and Rob are saying that.
Well-
Failure is essential for success, Krillin says. Don't at me says facts, Chris. We learn more from our losses than our wins, Chandy says. How you going, Chandy?
100%.
Johnny G says 80s kids are tough. The 90s onwards are fairies. John was born 91, I think. He's a bit younger than us. Now, John is like us. He's an 80s boy. Winning is so much sweeter when you fought for it, i.e. lost along the way, but fought hard to get better and win. That's gone now, Rob says. Johnny G, you're a big softie, Chris says. Divine says, I nearly knocked out someone at school. Well, that's not good. Fighting is never... Unless you need to do it. But Divine, I'm challenging you to your 100-meter time, man. You said you're the king.
Yeah.
You can't say you're the king and not give us a time.
So when these kids, is it just now in primary school this is happening? Or has it been happening for a year?
It's been happening for a while.
Dude, when I was in primary school, and I'm not going to say the school, whatever, because we don't give away our, locate. We were doing it a bit last week when we shouldn't giving away our locations and that. But, man, we were getting into rumbles at primary school. because of racial abuse and whatever, which isn't good, but we were fending for ourselves.
And there was
the bottom line.
back then. If you got bullied, you got to take it.
You dealt with it somehow.
And now you're
you
too
know what I mean?
soft.
Listen, I don't condone bullying. Bullies, mate, they deserve everything they get back because
You got to be careful what you say now. They get
exactly,
upset.
Like,
Yeah, like if a bully bullies you and then you retaliate,
Mate,
you
didn't
can
have
be
any
in trouble
times.
for
you
retaliating.
know, that's what happened to me. My bully story.
Didn't
and
have
I
any
said-
times I was a bit like racially abused.
Oh,
and stuff.
everyone, man. And I said it on here. And remember, I was saying my bully story is a lot like Andrew Tate's when we were talking about it. I got home, bullied, and my dad said to me, well, go do something about it. And I went and did something about it. And I got in trouble for retaliating to my bully. I got suspended.
Yeah.
My dad went to school and lost it. And they put me back in that day.
Yeah.
So, you know, like it's bunch of Karens everywhere, Alia says.
Where do these Karens come from, man?
Karens,
I
I'll
didn't
t-
even know what
I'll-
a Karen was, and I was watching.
I'll
South
tell you-
Park, and they called Randy Marsh a Karen, and I was like to Jess, I'm like, what is this Karen shit?
I
You
encountered
had
a-
to explain it to me.
I encountered a Karen at the supermarket. All I did was park the car in the pram section. And I
yeah,
hadn't even gone out with the baby yet.
yeah.
right?
But so you had a pram, though.
yeah,
So you had your baby.
Yeah,
You had your little Mattel
yeah,
and a pram,
yeah.
and you got out the car.
And they thought I wasn't. They just thought I parked there, and they were going off. I said, mate, I opened the boot. What do you think this is, mate? And they shut up.
So what did they just assume because you were a guy, let's say,
Yeah.
that you didn't have a kid or
I
something?
wasn't a woman. I don't know.
That's a bit of discrimination.
It's just silly, really. Like,
But that's a
because-
cat.
Do you know what the thing is? Even
But
if
there's
someone-
people like that all the
Even
time.
if I've seen someone park in a pram space and they don't have a pram,
You know
I'm
what it
like, yeah,
is?
well,
They don't mind.
I don't know.
Like everyone wants to know your business,
Yeah, of course.
but that's what it was. Back in the day, no one would care.
Oh, listen, before we keep going, I'm going to have Divine. That's how old are you, man? 13 seconds? It's terrible, bro. You know, King. I'm telling you right now.
My friend is 11.
Dude, when I was in school, and I've said it on here, so 15, I went to Santos Stadium just to get out of school. I never trained nothing, and I did the 100 meters in 10:9.
Wow.
And they were telling me,
10:9?
yeah, they wanted me to go train for, like, full train for it. And I was like, dude, I come here to get out of school. I was like, I'm not training for this shit. So, listen, I think Theo Walcott is the fastest soccer player. Like, he never trained for it. And I think he did like 10:3 or something.
What about that Socceroo guy? He's fast.
Oh, there'll be so many. You
That
know how many
Colt.
players, if they time themselves, will be.
Have you seen
And then
that?
if they trained to do specifically 100 meters,
Look out for
Not
that.
Usain Bolt, though.
dude, if, let's say Theo Walcott doing 10:3 without ever training for it,
Wow.
imagine he went and trained how to do 100-meter sprinting, made his body
He's
set
still-
for that. He probably,
And he's still
God
fast.
knows how quick he could
He's
be.
pretty fast. Still.
Or he's close to the world record.
Wow.
I mean, I don't know how old Divine is, but
Nah, 13 is good for a young
13 's
kid.
young.
If you're 10 years old, something that's
13's quick.
13
That's
seconds.
pretty impressive.
If you're like 10 years old.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
Well done, Divine.
that's quick.
Well done, Divine. You're a Divine guy.
We'll see you in the Olympics.
I did that in my. I did 13 seconds in my car. Don't even run it. I'm not running it
We
anymore.
want to see you at the next Olympics.
When's the next Olympics? When is it?
That's a good question.
I don't even, I used to follow the. I used to follow the Olympics back in the day. Now I don't care about it at all.
2024, maybe?
I lost after
Yeah, I
2000.
wouldn't have done.
After
it in
Sydney,
2020
after Sydney, I lost
because of the
interest.
C word.
After
After Athens, I didn't care.
Have you seen the Olympic Stadium in Athens now?
It's just decrepit.
It's a ruin.
Yeah, because what did they ever think that wasn't going to happen in Greece?
Oh, that was
The
a,
one place that was always going to happen.
that was a debacle.
I think the same thing happened in Brazil with the World Cup.
We didn't even
stadiums.
we didn't even have a. They didn't even build a stadium for the swimming team. They were doing it outdoor.
The takeoff for sprinting is key. Nail it, and you are 1 second quicker.
Okay.
Probably true. Usain gets that like the. That's why Jerry Seinfeld beats Duncan Myers because he runs a second before the gun goes. You know, and he's like.
Let's-
His mate hates
Oh,
it.
yeah, he did.
And he's like Duncan Myers.
That's
Olympics same as Euros. Okay, there you go. Jess did it in 6:4.
Wow.
So Jess is the quickest person on the planet.
pretty quick.
That's like smashes Usain.
Smashes Usain.
Smashes
Major.
Usain
He's
Bolt.
made 9?
Jess is, I think 9. I don't know exactly. I think it's 9.6 or something. 9.7
Not
maybe.
the 8s.
No one's broken the barrier.
No.
But listen,
I reckon.
they were saying back in the day no one would break 10.
Yeah, but sometimes when you watch Usain Bolt run,
He wasn't trying.
you can tell that.
Dude, when he broke the world record, he was laughing. He was going,
Yeah.
he was
So if he actually tried,
I would have maybe a few points down. I don't know.
We didn't care.
I don't know. He was next level, man. He was not trying in one of them when he full
And
broke
then
the
he
world
went,
record.
he went to play soccer after that.
He went and played Central Coast Mariners and stuff. He was not trying one of them. Like
No.
he's. It's a shame that he got older, because obviously father time. Older.
I know.
I'm talking about Usain Bolt, man.
I thought you said something got older.
He did get older.
But we all did.
Yeah, no, but you weren't a sprinter.
that's right.
Same thing. That's what I said. Same thing happened in Brazil. The stadiums. You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
yeah.
that Athens Stadium.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, like Brazil, the
Oh, I thought
Maracanã.
the World Cup
They
happened.
did it up, and it just is decrepit now.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's sad,
yeah,
man.
just ruined.
That's sad, because like they're not stadiums, eh? So
Are you second is better than Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt did 9 seconds.
9 something.
No, it says, are you second is better than Usain Bolt? Usain Bolt did 9 seconds. Yeah. I don't know what that means. But yeah, he did. He did 9. I think he did 9.6 or something.
Yeah.
Something like that. Listen. But they were saying back before Bolt, and I think the guy before him, look back in the Carl Lewis days and that, like I know Carl Lewis was like 200 and that, but they were like, no one will break 10 seconds. And then eventually someone broke it, and then Usain broke it even more. And he did it a couple times. Like he broke that barrier maybe 4 times or something.
How are we lying? We said 9 seconds.
Yeah, I said that.
We said 9 seconds.
You guys are lying. Usain Bolt.
We're not lying.
No,
We
he
don't lie.
did.
We don't lie.
Didn't he do 9.6? I'll get it up now. 100-meter world.
Google.
Well, I'll find the actual world record. I think it was 9 something on it. 9.58. That's what I said. So 9.6. I was.
Yeah.
So I lied by .2 of a millisecond.
There you go.
9.6, and he did it in 9.58. That's what I'm saying. I said 9.6. He did it in, which is correct.
Yeah, but I reckon he could have done.
I think he could have.
Yeah.
Why is Divine saying we're lying?
Divine's a divine being.
Is that because we didn't like 13? 13's all right, man. It's an unlucky number. Apparently.
Anyway, getting back to the Karens, where did they come from? What generation are they from?
Oh. Listen, there was probably Karens in every generation, but the thing is, I agree with what Jess said. The internet has just amplified everything now, because a Karen doesn't have to go to a protest to go and, be a Karen, however you want to say it. She just goes to the just goes to the
keyboard warrior.
Keyboard warrior and goes, brrrr,
Yeah.
and it's done.
Done.
So like the internet has played the biggest part in
yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
No, social media.
John is laughing. I don't know what he's laughing about, because we didn't lie about the time.
I think like, people that were born in the 1900s compared to now, so different mindset.
Yeah.
Like, they went through like, World War One, then World War Two.
Yeah, of course.
And like, they're just different mindsets. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And now they've got the technology.
Yeah. Jess said you did 9.2, I think. No, I didn't. I said I did 10.9. 10.9.
Yeah.
Just to clarify. I would never say 9 seconds. That's freakish, man. I could only do that if I tried.
Hey,
You know what I mean? Rob says, back on topic, have you all heard of the PIP or PIPP principle in giving advice?
No, what's that?
What is that? No, because some people said 6. Yeah, what is that, Rob?
Have you heard of that one?
Oh, I think he's getting upset because Jess said she did it in 6 seconds.
Oh.
She did though, man. It just wasn't recorded. But I was there. I watched it happen. I'm telling you. Jess never lies.
I think he doesn't understand something.
Yeah, I think so. It's all right. It's all right, man. Don't worry about it.
Poor guy.
yeah, Karen.
So, Rob, explain that while we continue on about it. But yeah, I think it's just because, like, again, to what Jess and Rob said, the internet is so prevalent now.
Yeah.
You can be a Karen, or you can be whatever the opposite to a Karen is. You can be an Andrew Tate, just like that. Or like, you got him on the thumb. You can be a guy that just goes the complete other way, and but so easy. You can just go upload a video and be like that. And you might not even be like that. You might just be being a troll, because now how many trolls are there? Like, now they're doing all the Black Lives Matter and stand up for racism and all that. And there's more racism than ever now, because people that are not even racist are just getting on their keyboard to be trolls.
They are.
because they're like, oh, I just want to be a little dickhead.
Yeah.
And they go and write a racist comment just for the sake of it because they can.
Well, can you
They
imagine
can't get in
if
trouble.
we didn't have social media? I think this would
No way.
would be all right.
No, because someone had to come up to you and go, hey, Jim, to abuse you. They couldn't just do it on a keyboard. So that's why if there wasn't
Mate,
social media.
Growing up when we were young, I reckon it was the best. We didn't have social media. We didn't have phones. We had
Mate.
no one. We did whatever we wanted.
It was so, like we've talked about it on here. We didn't even used to lock the front door. We used to like in summer days, summer nights, we used to go sit and sleep on the front lawn.
Have you ever
Like,
been?
no scare.
Have you ever been to a concert lately?
Oh, I went to Metallica in maybe 5
Yeah.
years ago.
You know, it's the worst because everyone's got their phone out
Yeah,
recording. Just
I know.
enjoy it.
Instead of the lighters. Remember back in the day we all had lighters. I remember Pearl Jam all holding lighters. Like
I don't want to go to a concert and hold
Yeah, I
my
know,
phone up the
I
whole
know.
time.
it's like the new lighters.
You
thing.
know, you said like when you used to leave the door open,
Yeah.
especially here in Australia, it's
Yeah.
prevalent that everyone knew the neighbours.
Everyone.
Everyone.
No one talks
Do you
now.
know? No one talks to your neighbours anymore.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Do you know your neighbours?
No,
Exactly.
they don't even
So
say hello.
People are not as
No,
friendly.
they're not.
People are not as friendly as they used to be, and no one trusts.
100%.
No one trusts each other either.
100%.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no way. No
And
way.
that's the problem. So
Jess reckons we are being wild. We are being wild. Rob says if you need to tell someone they're bad at something or need improving, you have to say something positive first. So that's what the PIP is. Okay.
They can't take criticism.
Then the improvement. So positive, improvement, then finish on another random positive point about them. So positive, improvement, positive, and then tell them. So I've got to go, oh, Chris, your hair looks nice. You could maybe improve that beard, but your shirt looks nice, but you really suck at that. Is that what I've got to do?
That's terrible.
It's ridiculous. Think about that. Oh, you're lovely. This is good. Oh, you could maybe fix that. Oh, but you're shit.
By the way, fired.
That's terrible, man. What's this?
it's bad.
John says Greek lives matter.
Greek lives didn't matter.
There you go. Then why did you start a YouTube channel?
What do you mean? I don't understand what Devon's trying to say.
I don't know. We started it because we like
We
being
like
on
doing it.
podcasts, man. Because like this is exactly why we did it. And PIPP is positive improvement, positive, then improvement, then positive, positive. You confuse the hell out of someone, they forget the whole point you're trying to tell them. But the thing is about that, Rob, if I was having to do that, I'd be confusing myself.
Yeah.
By the time I got to the criticism, I'd be like, dude, I don't know what the fuck I've got to say, just get out. That's confusing. I go to the football and watch it on my phone, John says. I bet people do that. I don't know if John's joking or not,
Please.
but people would put up K at like Foxtel or something
No.
and watch it so that it's not in the distance. Do you know what I mean? Watch the game.
But you know what?
I
No.
bet you watch the game on their phone while
But
they're in the
you know
stadium.
what, KP?
No.
I bet you they would.
You know what
I bet
now?
you they would.
Why do you do that to see what the time is?
John is saying it because I bet you it happens.
You know what though?
John's trying to be a troll a bit, but I bet you that happens.
Ever since COVID, no one really goes to games anymore.
Well, do you know
Oh,
what the funny?
actually, football,
Yeah.
AFL, they've had record crowds.
Do you
Really?
know what the funniest thing about that is? Aside from the atmosphere, I love going. I went to watch Man United at Old Trafford and that, and I loved the atmosphere, right?
Nothing like watching it at home though, right?
I prefer to watch the actual game
You see it better.
on my TV. Are you the same with football?
Yeah. You can't see. You
Football
can't.
is even bigger. It's
You
a
can't,
bigger pitch.
you can't see it live.
No, but you're think about, take away the atmosphere or anything. If you're just sitting in the stadium by
Oh, yeah.
yourself, is it
Oh,
better to
look,
watch it there or on the
Look,
TV?
If you're watching a game at Adelaide Oval, and you're in the middle in the second tier. It's a good fucking.
Yeah, I'm not saying it's not, but the
And you
TV
got
will always capture everything.
yeah, true.
And then you get to watch the replay. And
Just make sure you're not eating a hot
yeah,
dog.
yeah, yeah.
It seems like I'm not gonna read that out.
Might have to ban that one.
Yeah,
What's that?
just remove that one. I'll read that one. I'm negative. I don't know if you're negative, man. You're just
Just a crazy guy.
divine. And they hold up iPads too, Jim. Glad I'm tall. I stand at the front and don't let anyone in. Rob's saying about the concerts.
Oh, that's
They
terrible.
hold up phones, iPads.
The thing is, they've got. If you go to a concert, they've already recorded an album.
I know.
I
So you
know.
can listen to it.
Oh, it doesn't make sense.
You can listen to it, right? And also, you can go watch a concert live, like properly on YouTube.
Yeah.
Before I forget,
So why record it?
I live life like my blood group. Be positive, Rob said. Be positive.
Do you know your blood type?
Oh,
I'm
I'm
A B something.
You know what?
I think I'm AB, but I don't know if I'm positive.
I
or
can't
negative.
remember my blood type. It's bad.
I'm the common one, blood type
My
O.
brother does, but I don't. because he works at the blood bank.
Does he?
He does.
Oh, lad.
He's a vampire.
He is a vampire. We'll start calling him vampire.
If you need blood, he's
Should we
got
start
it.
calling him Blade?
He takes blood home.
Guys, if you haven't liked the video, make sure you like, because like there's 10 people watching.
Like,
and there's only 9 likes. Come on,
subscribe. You go
Come
to
on, guys. Like.
you go to concerts for the show.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I agree.
I feel like if I take a picture of something and something happens, I'll miss out because I'm too.
Yeah.
I like to be in the moment. I hate putting out my phone.
Jess says Rob twins. I think she's talking about the blood type. So I think that's Jess's. Be positive.
Do you think now that Andrew Tate's come out, there's more of a
Did he come out? Is he gay?
could be? But do you think like now that he's
Oh, you mean just out?
yeah,
Ah.
he's become massive?
Yeah.
Do you think like there's a war between the Karens and the top Gs?
Probably. I think there's a war between the Karens and everyone, isn't there?
Yeah, you never used to hear about it before. Like, it was always the Karens.
Well, how funny is this?
You know?
All the Karens, and they opened up Karen's Diner.
Karens Diner, yeah, they have.
John,
Just
see,
to
John,
just to cater for the
people
Karens.
too, I know people do this, what John's saying. I start watching a show, then Google the actors, start reading their backstories, and then have no idea what the show's about.
I actually do.
That's just because the internet, bro. That's just the only purpose of that is because of the internet. Think about, you remember back in the day, like, and this is not even that long ago, when a movie used to premiere, how big was it? It was such an occasion.
Yeah.
Now movies just premiere on Amazon.
Yeah. They're going
I remember, no, this is the story I'll give you. So the Marion Megaplex, you guys know the Marion Megaplex. So anyone that's watching, if they're not watching from Australia, obviously Adelaide, but the Megaplex is in Little Old Adelaide is the biggest cinema complex in the Southern Hemisphere. It's huge.
Yeah. Leather seats as well.
Star Wars, The Phantom Menace. We went opening night, right?
That was
No,
massive.
do you know how packed it was? No, only you guys that know it, that have been there, can actually comprehend this. We went Cinema 1, and you know how the thing goes up all the way down
Yeah, yeah.
and then comes back around?
Yeah.
The line went all the way down there, did a U at the end, and came back and was going to where the food is.
That's incredible.
And it was lined up like that. And we were lucky we were there early because you weren't reserving things then. People were in line. You could see people in line that like just been smoking or whatever. Everyone was, doing what they were doing, just waiting for this premiere.
Yeah.
You didn't know there was no leaks. Oh, imagine the leaks back then. Oh, episode Phantom Menace sucks. That's what it would have been like now. No leaks, nothing. You just went because it was Star Wars has made a new movie.
Forget it now. It's
We
all
don't
leaked.
have that anymore.
Everything's leaked.
We
Yeah.
lost that in society now. Like, we've lost things like that.
Air Force One, I went and saw that.
There you go. Oh, would have been.
But then last month, I went and saw Top Gun.
Nothing.
No one's there.
Exactly.
No one's there for Top Gun
Yeah.
on a Friday night.
Exactly.
Like, come
When it
on.
first came out,
Agree with you all.
wow.
You miss out on the show if you take photos, etc., especially everything available, like you were saying.
That's right.
Karens were around before Tate spoke up.
Well, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
I meant that they were, but has there been like a bit of a power struggle back that
Yeah,
way?
no. Rob is saying Karen's Diner, a restaurant whose staff insult you. I don't get it. And then John said Karens are wild. Rob says, I remember lining up for the Jaws and Star Wars. The line went outside and around the street block and met the line again. True. And that's exactly what Phantom Menace did. It went around the Star Wars and just met back to the start of the line. It was huge.
I remember I went and saw WrestleMania.
Oh, my God.
I think it was 20 or that.
Dude, that
I
would have
watched it at
Yeah, because you
Megaplex.
could. You can. You
It was
still
packed.
can. Yeah, it's the best.
But now, those, I don't know how they keep going. Like, how do
Yeah,
they,
I don't
how
know,
do they
man.
survive?
I don't know.
Going back to these Karen Diner stuff, how they make these Karen
Yeah.
restaurants. Like when I go to do you think they'll fade out?
Yeah,
Because,
100%.
Because a restaurant,
It's like Rob said, it's not meant to be
you're meant to
treated-
go and have good service,
Of course,
right?
I
Like,
agree.
I reckon it's a fad. I reckon.
Yeah, it will.
I reckon.
It'll fade.
I reckon they'll go.
Yeah,
broke.
it'll fade.
Yeah, because it's a novelty gym.
Yeah.
So people.
They'll get over it.
You won't go there again.
No.
Like,
No.
I would go there once. Yeah, but apparently it's not.
Well,
Look,
shit
I don't.
food, you're not gonna get
The
back.
only reason I'll go there just to try it out, but I'll never go
Yeah.
back again. But it'll just die anyway.
Dude, the point
I
of
want
a
to.
restaurant,
I want to get good food.
like Rob
good
said, the
service.
point of a restaurant is,
Good service.
yeah, you're going there for the experience.
You don't get
experience.
abused
You
at a
go to a
restaurant.
restaurant, that's why an old school restaurant, a 5-star, they come up with you're meant to be treated like a king.
Yeah.
Not,
You know what they're doing. You know what it is. It's all TikTok. They take their
course.
parents there that don't know about it, and they get laughs.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Everyone's taking their parents to
Yeah,
a dinner.
because it's something that's never like when you go to a restaurant. It's like you get you probably,
Yeah.
the people, it's customer comes first, right?
Yes.
In this way, it's
Yes,
not.
the
So
other
it's
way.
something different,
But
and people like different.
does that touch back
But-
to what we were saying about society being soft? It's like, you know, if that happened, I don't know, in the 80s, you went into a restaurant and they said, treated you like shit, someone would probably get up and punch them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that wouldn't happen here.
It can't happen.
No. They've even got rules there.
Yeah.
Apparently, you can't
Treat them bad or
treat them
something.
bad. No, you can't like shame them, like body shame them or something. You can't do that.
So what if, let's just, okay, if I give a perfect example, someone comes up and he goes, here's your fucking coffee, whatever, and I go, no worries, dickhead, I'm going to get in trouble. If I treat them bad back,
No, I think they take it back.
yeah, okay.
But like, if you did that at a normal restaurant,
No, that's what I'm saying.
you know,
Yeah.
And we'll see how long it lasts.
I agree with Jim, actually. I think it's a fad, and it will,
I agree too.
die, because another fad will come
Give
that
it a couple of
will
years.
overtake
unless
it.
their food's unreal.
Yeah, but
It's not.
is it unreal?
It's like burgers and chips. Wow.
What food to you is good enough to be treated like shit?
It's like Nordberg.
Chef Delias?
It's a bit of a while.
That's it.
They do. Some
No one
American-
serves them.
Like, you not just slap them on the plate.
Imagine he come up and he's like,
Malaga,
he's like,
Your food's only
Chef
fair.
Delias. He's like, hey, no worries.
Oh,
It's fast food anyway. Like it's nothing.
Yeah, I don't know.
Burgers and chips.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, but you know, there's some good burgers out there.
No hot dogs.
Went to 40 Towers restaurant experience, but it's also a show. It's quite funny. The insult interactions with the customers is light, and the Basil, Sybil, and Manuel stuff is hilarious, Rob said. So
No.
that's obviously another thing. John says, would you rather live next to Jeff Dahmer or a Karen? Well, if I'm just a normal bloke that is not a homosexual, I would live next to Jeff.
He won't
He's
touch
not,
me.
he's not going to target me, is he?
Yeah.
No, right.
So,
No, but if you like, no, he didn't care as long as he liked your physique.
no, well, it's true, isn't it? I said
Oh,
to
no.
no,
You
when
like
we
the
were watching
physique,
it,
People love you.
no, but when we were saying
He'll
it, I
take
was
you.
saying, you know, the lady that lived next door to him, I said it to Jess. I said, in reality, she was so scared of him,
Yeah.
but she was actually the safest person because he never targeted women.
He's all man.
So she was so
He
scared
went
of him,
for
she thought he was killing
he went
people
for good-
because she didn't know
He
what
had-
he was killing.
He didn't care about gay because the first guy.
Yeah, I know.
I've actually watched it, but
Yeah, no, but I know
I've
all
heard
the story about him. So Karen's Diner flips the script where you can insult them back. It's all for fun, therapeutic for anyone who's ever worked in a customer service environment.
yeah, but Chandy, do you think it's going to last? Do you think that those kind of restaurants are going to last for long haul, or do you think it's just a fad? That's what I want to know.
Jeff's place smells though, Jess says. It's very true. Rob says, who is Jeff Dahmer? Is he the Wake Up Wiggle? Because there's a Wiggle called Jeff. He looks like,
Wake up, Jeff.
dude, he
yeah.
looks like a serial killer of some of the
Wake Up
Wiggles.
Jeff.
They're like, no, you know the Wiggles, they're like their faces they make?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
look
yeah. No,
evil.
they're not there.
Ah,
He's not
okay.
there anymore.
But that
He's an
girl,
old-
his neighbour used to
And-
smell all the.
Yeah, that's right. And Rob is saying exactly what Chris just said. Do they have a limited life, like these Karen's Diners? And I do think they do.
It will.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
It's like, it might end up like a Red Rooster. It might just be a drug trafficking place that, because they never sell.
I
there's
say-
no one ever in there.
I say bring back the night train.
The night train was
killer.
awesome.
Night Train was wild.
I used to love that place.
Night
man.
Train was wild, man.
You used to go
Have
on
a
that,
show.
remember you used to go on that ghost train? and
Yeah,
that?
the Night Train
That's
was
the
wild.
best.
Night
Why
Train.
they ever close it down? I don't know.
People got offended, maybe.
I reckon.
Oh wait, I retract my comment. John said Jeffrey Dahmer is a Man City supporter. Yeah, I don't want to live next to him. Retract. If he supports Man City or Liverpool, can't live
I
next to
don't
him.
want to Rob's a Man City supporter. You love him.
But don't live next to him.
It's like living next to a Crow supporter.
I know, but you're sitting next to two.
I know.
You're this is like a pork power sandwich now.
I know.
We're like the beautiful sourdough, and you're like the.
Yeah.
It's,
He's happy he's got Francis.
I'm happy. I'm happy.
Rob says, "Yay, Night Train in capitals." He even loves the Night Train.
Night
thing.
Train was
Yeah.
Night Train was wild.
Let's have a petition to get it back.
competition.
Sign one.
We should just open one up.
Andreas says, "KP, your sister would love to work in a restaurant like that, don't you think?" I don't know. Everyone would probably like to because they get to.
Yeah, Night Train.
I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if she would.
We-
I don't know.
Well, how come there's no retail shop that's open up with bad service then?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
It's
walk
a
into
fact.
like an Apple store and they tell you to fuck off.
Yeah, it's a fact.
Imagine that.
It's definitely a fact. You walk in like, "Can I have those Nike pants?"
Fuck off.
Get fucked. Oh, shit.
We should open up a retail store and bad service.
Yeah. You know, that should be our new fad. Should we just like Jim says, we'll open up, selling high high level retail stuff, and it's like you just treat everyone like shit. There's all these millionaires come in, you like treat them like crap.
How about that saying? Sticks and stones will not break your bones. No,
Sticks and stones will break my bones, but names,
But words will never hurt me.
yeah,
But now it's sticks and stones will break my bones, and words will hurt me.
yeah, I
You know what I
agree.
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
So that whole saying,
yeah.
doesn't exist anymore.
Rob says, yeah, there is Jim. They're everywhere. Because every time he must go into retail, sometimes you do get treated like shit in retail when you actually think about it. Well, but like they're not. The thing I find about retail is retail a lot of the time judge a book by its cover. Someone could walk in painting clothes and that into a rich, in a Mercedes deal, and they're like, he doesn't have money. We're not going to give him time of day, and he could be a millionaire. They're like that. They're very like that. I give them that. They're,
Yeah.
Karen's Diner does look like a fad, but there have been businesses in the United States, i.e. Wiener Circle, Dixon's Restaurants, just to name a few, that are still around that very similar to Karen's.
Okay.
Oh.
Are we going to Karen's Diner? John
When it
said.
comes here, we will, yeah.
We'll go in November, I think.
They'll be on the other channel, but
Yeah, sales assistant busy on their phone, then scowl at you for asking questions and disturbing their day. He's right. Let's just wait and see. Honestly, they should open Karen's Diner in Elizabeth or Seaford.
yeah, because that's where all the crazies are, man.
What? Nah, like Seaford.
You know what
now.
I'm
Seaford
seeing
now,
though?
like,
Seaford's
it's
nice.
got Seaford Rise and that now, and the houses are going for like
Mate,
over.
Elizabeth, all the trust homes are leaving Elizabeth.
Yeah, I know, but like
So-
Seaford Rise, like house is going for over $1 million. So you can't
yeah,
be
but
like.
there's some bad
There will be.
pockets there.
Yeah, but there's bad pockets everywhere.
You know what I hate? Like, mate, when you go to a shop, retail shop, close at 9, and they've closed it at 8:30.
Yeah.
That's the worst. You rock up half an hour to get there.
No product knowledge, no customer service. I get treated so differently in a suit compared to casual clothes, as if I can't afford anything. That's what I said.
Yeah,
See,
yeah.
Rob's saying if he's in his work suit, gets treated differently than if he is in his casuals.
Well,
Don't at me says, well, Port Augusta or Whyalla.
Oh, forget about it.
Oh.
Forget about
Let me
it.
just
Don't
say
say that to Rob, man. Rob is a Whyalla boy.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh.
He'd probably agree with you.
back in the day, I used to manage retail stores, right?
Yeah.
And people in suits actually were the ones that stealing because
There
they
you go.
trusted. They were trusted.
Oh, so they knew the
So
system.
people were
Yeah,
working
they'll
on-
rock up in the suit, and people think, oh, he's a nice guy. And he would
Yeah.
actually flog stuff.
John reckons he's going to complain about the service at Karen's. Just
I want to see that.
Yeah,
Get
man,
right,
man.
get right.
And put a review on Google.
You know what you do? Is, you know what complaint you should do in Karen's? This is what we should do. We'll go in
review.
there. No, and they're like, they'd be real mean to us. And I'll go, can I see your manager? I don't think you were a dickhead enough. I don't think you were mean enough. You're shit.
Your shit.
I don't think you were
No,
mean enough.
the funniest part would be leaving a Google review.
Yeah.
Imagine going to a restaurant with wrestlers at the hills.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. You know what they should do? Everyone should it should be a thing. Everyone goes and gives a Google review like Jimmy said, but gives them 5 stars. Go, oh, the staff was so pleasant.
Yeah.
That's the best. That's
Alright.
funny, man.
I'm looking forward to it. I'm
It'll be
actually
funny.
looking
It'll be
forward
But
to it.
it's only going to be a pop-up restaurant in Adelaide,
Yeah,
apparently.
is that it? So it'll be packed.
Oh, look, it'd be packed.
Till March,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah.
What I read.
10th of November in the city, I think Rob said.
Yeah, it's a pop-up.
We're gonna hit it. So.
But yeah, I think it'll be packed.
Oh,
Will they get upset if you go there and
We'll go.
if you chuck eggs at the store? Vandalize?
Well,
We've got to come up with some good comebacks.
Oh, yeah, but you just come up with them on the spot. You'll be random. Like I said, I'm going to tell them and go, you're too nice to work here. You suck.
That was a good.
I
John
think
is
that-
saying, are you in, Rob? Yeah, Rob.
I think there'll be massive lineups to get in.
I reckon all of HFD fans and HFD just go
We just
together.
all got to go together. Like, don't at me's there with the camera. Just
So that
like,
means there with the camera.
We'll do a Karen's night.
that'd be the best, man.
Meet the fans.
Oh, definitely.
Meet the fans, yeah.
Dude.
Before I forget, I want to talk about something that's soft.
Let's book separate tables
Yeah.
as strangers and then get into a verbal shooting match in Karen's, Rob reckons. Man, that's what we should do. He's saying we all book separate tables and they
Yeah.
don't know. And we get into verbals with each other. And they'll be like, what the fuck's going on here? Why are those guys fighting?
That's a good
We'll say,
idea.
you stressed us out.
That's a good idea.
That's a good one, man.
That'll be tripped
I
out.
can't picture Chris C insulting anyone, don't at me.
I'm the nicest guy.
And John says Chris C is,
I'm
is a nice
Well,
guy.
if you go to my, if you know me personally, my motto is the nice guy.
Well, Chris did insult me when I celebrated the Crows win, and his insult was, you celebrated.
You haven't
really
seen me
good."
at a footy game
No,
in
no,
Australia.
you know what he said to me? He insulted me for celebrating, and he said, he goes, "You celebrated really well, KP." That was his insult.
100. There's
Hey,
Jimmy.
100 there's Jimmy, John said.
There you go.
Right there.
Well, I'm gonna play that video again.
Popped
but
him up.
it's so good.
Snoop Dogg.
But I reckon there was volume on that was cranking red line.
Oh, was it?
I reckon it was red line. Don't do it again, it's your red line. I'll do it, but you're going to have to scroll down. Look at it.
Snoop
Sorry if that red line. The Melbourne store was so booked out for months after opening, Chandy says.
Is that Melbourne store like is it a pop-up store or is it just
I think it's a real store.
Rob says, but Jimmy is no saint. Well, not yet anyway, because his father Jimmy is going to be a saint.
That's it.
I'm ready for a round 2 at Karen's, Chandy says.
Let's go, Chandy. Come with us.
Come with us.
Rob says, really? He's like, how's anyone going round 2 at this place?
But you know what? Before we forget, I want to talk about something that's really soft.
Yeah, go. But we're still talking about
Our
it.
legal system in Australia is soft. Did you hear what happened today?
Well,
This is today.
Yeah.
Go for it.
The lady that girl that died with that driver, the Lamborghini driver,
Yeah,
he got no sentence.
but why?
That's what I'm saying. Legal system's soft. He killed someone and he's let go for good behaviour.
It was a stolen car, wasn't it?
No, his own
Oh,
car.
his own Lamborghini, okay.
He
I
told,
think. Oh, look,
he was flying.
the system's corrupt, man.
Of course it is.
If they get paid or it's all.
He killed
money
someone.
good, man.
Yeah,
He killed someone.
Yeah, that's
and
ridiculous.
he got a good behaviour, 200 hours of community service.
and he probably won't even do them.
No,
Probably, if he's got a driving a Lamborghini,
I know,
he's
but
probably going to pay
our
off his-
our legal system is absolutely
Yeah,
too
that's
soft.
ridiculous. Is it the same in other? Is our legal system
It's worse.
is like America's the same? Let's just use them or England's. Like, are they? Is there soft like us, or is it ours that's like? That?
You get arrested for carrying fruit to the airport, and if you kill someone, you get left 4 months.
I know. When you think about some of the things that you could go to jail for, and
It's
then
stri-
How
is it-
about,
yeah, I know.
how about pedophiles? They don't get a life or anything.
No, no.
No, Jeffrey Dahmer,
It's
900
out.
years in
I
jail.
know. I know.
You know, that's scary. Man.
Oh no, it's ridiculous. It's not scary. It's
Jeffrey Dahmer,
fucking
he
ridiculous.
got 900. He got 900.
Yeah.
He was sentenced to 900
For
years.
every murder, 100 years.
No,
every,
in here you get 4
because
months.
Wisconsin didn't have a life sentence. They just gave him 100 years for every. Yes, it's the justice system. Police are frustrated to hell. Rob
Yeah, 'cause the
says.
police catch these guys, and then they're back on the streets again.
Don't at me says I got a harsher sentence for a bud. So
Wow.
a harsher sentence. For
Yeah,
marijuana.
this is ridiculous.
You know what?
Absolutely.
You know what? It's all the guys like us that drive cars, and they're all out there to catch us with speeding cameras.
Yeah, I know.
but
'cause
the
they
real
give them money.
criminals,
Yeah, I
no,
know.
just let them go.
I know,
You know?
mate. I know. It's
You know?
ridiculous. Yeah, I know. The system and laws everywhere are appalling.
They are.
Yeah.
100%.
I remember one day at the front of our house, we got a giveaway sign, and it's like a cross junction. And this young dude, he was a young guy, he's only like 20, he full got smacked by this older lady in a Mercedes. And the cops, everything come there, and they were full trying to blame the young dude. Just because the old lady was driving a nice car, he was like in this like bunga. And I was there, I was like, mate, I was like, I'll go to court for this like dude. I was like, he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
I'm like, she went through the giveaway. I go, you're still trying to pin it on him.
Yeah.
I'm like, that is fucking ridiculous, bro. Like,
Here, Kerry.
yeah, right at the front. It was right at the front. Like, it was a joke, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's why there are so many cop shows on TV around the world. These shows are about justice, and that's why they're so popular. People need justice similar around the world. Need more bounty hunters and assassins, Jess reckons. Good call. I was there at the original Sydney store back in December. I was a bit scared at first, but it was fun after insulting them back.
That's fun. Oh, I can't wait.
I just thought you'd do that at Macca's. This Big Mac sucks!
Hey, do you reckon if right, so the last 2 years we've been in lockdowns and all that kind of shit, right? So everyone's complied.
Have we?
Well, the whole world's been locked down,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. I'm only joking.
Right? So like the whole world's been locked down.
Yeah.
If that happened like 30 years ago, do you think that would have stood?
No way, because they wouldn't have been able to put it on the internet and then no one would have listened.
Yeah, no one would have given it away.
No way.
Nah.
Everyone just listens.
Jess, that's
Yeah,
a story.
everyone's- yeah, sorry.
Jess, that's a story on my to-do list. Key organised groups hired by secret government to take out kingpin criminals. Well,
Be nice.
there you go. be like an assassin's like syndicate that like any like pedophiles they get out of jail and they're just like targeted by this assassin syndicate. Oh, buy the book. I already read one. You're a great writer, Jess says. There you go. Jim said plug in Rob's books.
Yeah.
Where do you find them, Rob? Is there any like website?
Yeah, he gave one to Jess to give that gave a copy to Jess's parents as well. So
Well, next time, next
Yeah,
podcast,
definitely.
Where can we buy them?
let us
I'll
know
tell
the
you.
link.
Yeah.
And put it in the description.
definitely.
But
Yeah, listen, about the lockdown stuff, I don't think it would have flown, whatever, 50 years ago, 30 years ago. I mean, let's just go back to the 90s, at least. 80s, it wouldn't have. I don't think it would have. I don't think they would have got away with it.
no.
No. You're not going out.
They-
Stop me. How would they have policed it
they
back
wouldn't
then?
have known.
Oh, you got to go, imagine in the 80s, oh, can you sign this QR code? Doesn't
But
exist.
No one's. Yeah, but like everything was on the news.
Yeah, that's what I'm
right?
saying.
There's no technology.
Back then,
No.
you didn't watch the news all the time.
But what I'm saying is, like how they policed everything, where everyone was, they're tracing people.
Yeah.
How are they going to trace you back then, in the 80s?
No, they won't.
Oh, Mr. Chris C, you were at McDonald's on the 5th of... Oh, no, I wasn't. Prove
No,
it.
but
They
they
can't. Yeah, they can't.
Yep.
It's...
We're
yeah, I
being
agree.
we're being watched.
Oh,
Google.
100%.
Google
So when-
We are being watched right now.
your phone. Yeah. But like when you search something on Google, have you find like
It does.
then you go onto Facebook
course.
and it comes up?
Yeah,
like,
you
say you're
will.
looking for tyres
Yeah,
for
of
your
course.
Yeah, so what happens is they've got a device on the phone actually listens to what
Yeah,
you
of course,
say, and then
of course.
the algorithm
Well,
puts back.
What the
people-
funniest part was I watched Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer. Next thing on TikTok was all Jeffrey
Yeah, of
Dahmer.
course.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Because it's listening. Your phone
it's crazy.
is taking
Of
information.
course.
Yeah.
The tracing didn't even work. Don't at me saying, right? And this is...
No, it didn't.
Yeah, see, the funniest thing about it is, and listen, I've said it all from the get-go and I don't care, I never checked in once. Ever.
I reckon once maybe I did.
I checked, do you know where I did it once? And I took a screenshot of it,
Are you a dentist?
the dentist.
Yeah, yeah.
And then the next time
They
I went
asked you-
back to the
they asked
dentist, they go, can you show me if you checked in? I showed them the screenshot from like the months before.
Yeah,
They're like,
yeah.
nice."
No, check
It's
it.
the only place I ever checked in. I refused to check in.
Yeah. I
Because
refuse
why? The thing, you know what that cracks me up the most about it, and this is the way I'll put it, is the ATO know everything we do anyway.
to. Exactly.
So why do I need to check in? If you've done a tax return in your life or something, they know everything about you.
Yeah.
The ATO is like the mafia.
You don't even need
Like Jerry says, they can take anything they want. You know, like how people are scared the mafia can, or they can do whatever. The ATO can do whatever they want to you. They can take anything from you.
course.
So why do I need to check in? And obviously they didn't care because no one was checking in. Like
No.
none of us were checking in.
I never.
No, and obviously they didn't care.
Only like if I went to a
When they
like,
got-
nightclub and
Yeah.
the guy was there, the
They
door,
they asked to
door,
see it.
that's
I remember when they were like,
Yeah, that was it.
I remember when they were like, oh, there's been hotspots in here, here, and here. They're like, have you been here? Well, I'm not telling you where I've been. you know.
You know, when I went to the Fringe Festival
Yeah.
and you had to show you had to show that like
Your
your-
vaccine certificate.
yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even show them. I just like that.
Yeah, and just
They
walk
didn't
in.
look at it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that's what they do.
It's all a scare tactic, man. It's just trying to scare you.
Yeah, checking in is too invasive, Rob's saying.
It is.
It is. It's so silly. Like,
It is.
it's because it makes you go down the line that it's like they did it on purpose, man. That they just want to keep track of us.
Yeah.
That's what makes people trip out.
Well, you know, in like Melbourne, they've got cameras now in the city
Yeah, I know.
that do facial recognition.
Yeah, I know.
That's crazy, man. Like, why?
Maybe they're trying to find Batman.
I've never seen you and Batman.
Exactly. And, you know, that's all I'm saying. Like,
Maybe.
listen, Gotham is close to Australia. Yeah, and when there were too many hotspots, they couldn't keep up, so they stopped publishing it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. They started their own thing, they couldn't keep up with it, and they're like, oh, we'll just chill with
Do you
it.
think now that like that's all been done, they can go back now?
If they now tried to put, let's say Melbourne,
Yeah.
because they were on the longest lockdown in the world. I reckon if they tried to lock down Adelaide or Melbourne now, people would lose it.
Oh,
I don't think they could
I'll
lock.
lose it.
I don't think they could lock us down again. I don't think they could say, "Listen, you're getting locked down for 2 weeks." Like lockdown, like they did. I don't think they could do it again.
Hey, this COVID stuff's made people soft because everyone wants you just say, I'm sick now. I want to take 10 days
Of
off.
course, course, the COVID
Yeah.
thing
Yeah.
Exactly.
is one of the big
No one,
factors of
no one
life.
comes to work now because
course.
they feel sick.
I feel like we've gone soft, like from 2019 to now.
Yeah,
It's gone like
yeah.
butter soft. You
Yeah.
know, when you
Because you
not
can't
like
tell
this,
you
like
can't
that.
tell someone like because of
That's how
COVID
bad
because of
it is.
COVID
The
you
last 2 years has been.
I agree.
because of COVID if you say I'm sick and they say you can't like you gotta stay home like you gotta stay home.
This
You gotta
this
isolate.
is the one that always mind boggled me.
But even if
So-
you're not sick,
When it was at its raging most, right? Knock on wood. Someone's in a horrific car accident, right? They pull him up to the hospital and they're like, oh, he needs immediate surgery. Oh, but he's got COVID. We can't go anywhere near him. Just don't make sense. Because remember, they're like, you can't go here. You got COVID. Oh.
And the thing is, like, if he had died,
Yeah,
they would have said COVID.
exactly.
Because he had
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
How many people had died from it, right?
100%.
They died from
Now, but
it.
how many did they say COVID related?
No, with COVID,
Yeah, yeah.
not from COVID.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what is.
you don't hear about it anymore.
So does that mean like, say someone overdoses, right? They're like, died with heroin. You know what I mean? Like,
We're gonna get banned here, man.
no. Wait, is COVID still active? Alia says.
No, it's not. No,
I saw a
no one's talking about it. No
and,
news reports.
yeah, there was, and they reckon there's a big wave coming. I'm like, hold on a sec, the big wave coming in December, doesn't it come during?
It's already came.
Doesn't it come during winter, not summer?
I like Jess's.
I don't know.
Alia says, wait, is COVID still active? And Jess says, only if it lives rent free in your head.
I'm a smart man.
Yeah.
I'm a
Smart man, Chris C.
Not just a nice guy, I'm a smart guy.
And the World Health Organization are not holding China responsible, Rob says.
Yeah, why?
I don't know.
They're probably too scared.
Maybe they turn around and go, you know, like Eddie Murphy says, they're like, China, it's your fault. And they looked at him and go, it wasn't me.
Mm.
Alright, they're like, COVID came from there. They're like, nah, man.
I still think it.
Jeff
I
just
still
brought
think
it.
it was deliberate
Oh, 100%.
A lot of people think it was.
to get rid of the population.
All of them. Well, that's what the Don was saying earlier. He was like, they wanted to kill old people.
Everyone getting old.
He said they've wanted to do
Yeah,
that for a
but the
long
thing is,
time.
like, the flu was doing that anyway before.
Yeah, but
Like,
it's
it was killing thousands.
too many old people in the world. That's why.
And you know what gets to me, right?
Listen, wait, before you go, in my opinion, they don't need to go create anything to let humans kill themselves because humans are fucking stupid. They can go kill themselves
It's
for you.
It's me. They say all the hospitals are under pressure. This and that.
Yeah, I know.
What was happening before
I know.
before it
I know.
in the hospitals?
When our hospitals
They're
were smaller.
packed.
Yeah, I know.
No,
Yeah.
from patients that had the flu, and they're overrun, and now they're overrun again. It's
Listen,
like, dude, it's happened before.
When I broke my leg, so I broke both bones in my right leg. My leg was in an L shape.
Yeah.
And it was a Saturday, and I didn't get attended to for like 24 hours or something. I was in a hospital bed just waiting because the hospital was that packed. And this is going back to 2009.
Yeah.
So obviously the hospitals were packed.
Oh, they were.
Like,
And they haven't made better hospitals really. Like the bloody RA is very high tech, but
Yeah.
it's small, man.
yeah. COVID was 37th in most deaths in 2020. Rob said.
37th. Wow.
And Rob's good with his numbers.
That's irrelevant.
Divine Scribe says G. I think he's talking about you.
Yeah.
You're a G. Divine Scribe says G. Jess says, dude, how does the new hospital claim one? Yeah, Jess, they were telling me about this the other day. Apparently, the new hospital, Jess has said it, they're saying the budget is $8 million a room.
That's crazy, man. That the RA.
Yeah, what the hell?
8 million.
Even I think they're saying every room is between $3 million and $8 million to make.
It's high tech.
Yeah,
Don't get me wrong.
$3 million a
But who
room?
cares about high tech?
But it doesn't have many rooms, man.
That's ridiculous, man.
Like they built this hospital. It's like, dude, you can't cater for everyone.
Yeah, see, and Rob just said it. Rob was in finance, and look what he wrote. Yeah, Jess, give me 2.9 million, I'll make my own room. Because obviously it doesn't cost that much. Where's the money going?
Exactly.
That's ridiculous.
That's one of the most expensive buildings ever made.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
ever.
mate, if there's $8 million, in between 3 and 8, for how many rooms are there? Listen, I'm no mathematician, but mate, that's ridiculous money.
Yeah.
And then,
Someone's lying. Yeah, someone's lying to us, man.
yeah, of course they are. They are lying to us,
They are.
obviously.
Someone's lying
100%.
because it's
You
bullshit.
can't tell me, like you said, Jim, it's a high tech. A room in a hospital can cost, in between $3 and $8 million.
That's ridiculous. That's like 10 houses in eastern suburbs.
It's ridiculous, bro. Like,
I think
Jethro, my dad, believes it. That they're not taking, that they're actually paying that much money. But where do all the police, horses, and dogs go? Does that account for staff fees too? Don't at me says. Like surgeons and no, I think it's for the building of the hospital.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with paying them. They're saying it's going to cost this, and this to make the facility. Not how much it's going to cost to pay the staff after that for however many years.
crazy, man.
Guys, I'm very sorry. I feel bad. I was energetic. But what are you saying sorry for, man? You're a nice guy.
You're a nice guy. Yeah.
We like when you're energetic. Don't at me. Contract bidding and building costs only. And then don't at me is saying what the fuck? Like, because he's saying maybe they're saying it was for the staff, but it's not, man. It's
it's
crazy, it's man. Ridiculous. Like that's a joke.
How do they get away with all this kind of stuff? How do we let them get away with it? That's the question.
What are you gonna do? Like seriously, what is just an average? What are we gonna do? We're gonna
I'll tell you what, man. If I was Bruce Wayne, it'd be a different story. I'll tell you right now.
Listen, I'm Batman. Don't about Bruce Wayne. He's an alter ego.
But that's what we need, man. We need a savior, but there's no savior.
I'll be your savior.
I know what you mean. Listen, when Jess was telling me that the other day, I was like, what are you talking about? I was like, there's no way they've gone, this is my exact reaction, all right? I said to Jess, I go, there's no way they've gone on the news and told the public that each room is costing between $3 million and $8 million. I go, and people are believing that. And Jess goes, yeah, they are. She's like, my dad told me. And I'm like, because I don't watch the normal news. I'm like, the fact that they can go on live TV and tell millions of people that and everyone believes them is ridiculous. Because they know they got us in the palm of their hands. If people believe that, mate, think about it. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's a lot of people are just.
Jets are saying people believing anything.
Yeah, in the media. Media just has,
That's the
whatever they say on the TV, they believe.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, Gaming Shish
says, yo, what's up, guys? Gaming
Hey,
Shish, how are you, man? You're missing a shisha. Well, you're here now, so we're not.
Shisha,
I think so.
We
We're not missing. We got a cigar.
Got a cigar.
We're not missing a shisha because you're right there.
You're right there.
And
man.
Jeff says, LOL, you hate me. Why? We're reading your comments. Did we miss one?
Shish, if you're brand new to the channel, mate, just make sure you subscribe to our channel. There we go. Subscribe.
Yes, please. Please subscribe.
Please subscribe.
Yeah, so, I was just baffled, that they could actually go on TV and tell people that, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
The hooker, he's saying. That's what it is.
Oh,
no, the hooker is the smoke thing.
I expect a decent room for that.
Mate, hey, imagine you go in and it's like, imagine you get in one of those hospital rooms and it's shit.
No.
And then everyone that's watched our podcast will be sitting there now going, I thought this room costs $8 million.
I expect for that. I expect a spa.
Exactly. There better be a spa and a sauna in there.
Won't come out.
He says, I'm subbed. Thank you.
Thank you too.
No, I'm kidding because you didn't believe me at first. No, I wasn't. Not that I didn't believe. I'll clarify that. Not that I didn't believe Jess. I just didn't believe that they could go on TV and be like, man, and just say it so freely. This is,
Thanks.
Love subbing, smaller creator. Thank you, Gaming Shisha.
Thank you so much.
If you can share us, comment, that'd be great. Get people here with us. We love it.
Didn't you guys give a timeout? We're talking about timeout. We just timed out your
Great Shisha. No,
comments.
it's all good, man. You're a champion, Devon. Don't worry about it.
Divine, very divine.
KP, tip of the iceberg. I mean, 600 million for come on, 600 million for a basketball stadium, right? And you know what they're talking about? I'll put it into context.
Cool.
So Manchester United, one of the biggest clubs in the world, and their stadium is an 80,000 seater, and they're talking about. There's talk of if they had to renew stadium, and they're saying 200 mil.
They want 600 million.
And that's what Rob's saying, 600 mil for
the
a
one
new
they got,
basketball. That would be nothing like. Would it be anywhere close to Old Trafford? It'll have 20,000.
Who's going to go there?
Tops.
But basketball in Adelaide.
Basketball's not big here.
I know.
Yeah, 600 million. What's it going to look like?
What did the 36ers get? Did they get full house at
Yeah.
I've never been to one.
Don't at me said he was watching him before, so don't at me. The 36ers get full house.
I've never been.
think
I've
so.
never been to one.
Unless they're doing well.
If you're still there, don't at me. I don't know.
Does anyone follow NBL? No. Come
No.
Okay,
on.
he does.
Listen, I follow basketball, but I'll admit it, I follow NBL. And it's like here,
You follow
like,
NBL?
no, I mean NBA, sorry. I
Yeah,
follow the
NBL,
NBA. And like
yeah.
here, I love soccer, but I don't follow the A-League.
Yeah,
No,
And that's honest truth.
Me either.
I'm just
Yeah.
letting you know.
Oh,
I just
thanks,
dubbed
Divine.
Hunky. Thank you, Divine, your champion. Man, you, what a joke, Gaming Shisha says.
Oh, no. Here
Oh,
we go.
come on, man.
Here we
Don't
go.
at me says, no, they don't get a full house. Nah.
Yeah, so it's not what. I mean, it's not just going to be basketball.
Oh, yeah, Rob told me this the other day, sorry. If Rob can write the actual amount, when he told me, I was flabbergasted.
What, the bridge?
The cost of the bridge over Torrens was obscene.
Yeah.
Millions and millions, he said. Rob is telling us. And he told me the other day.
So do you think they're lying that it's that much?
Ah. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Like 7 to 10K a game. And what's the stadium capacity for
That's not
36?
bad.
What's the capacity though?
I think
What? Oh,
15.
15,000 maybe at
Uh-huh.
the
15?
entertainment centre.
Habibi, it's all about Man City right now.
It is. They're good.
What's a Habibi?
My
So
brother.
it's like
a brother.
mate,
Habibi,
Is that Lebanese?
darling.
darling,
Oh, Habibi is darling. Thanks, guys.
darling.
Habibi. Even a funnier joke is Barcelona than Man United.
Funny joke.
Yeah, Barcelona's even funnier. He's saying.
What's wrong with Barcelona?
They're a bit terrible. Nah, I can't write the actual amount Rob's saying, but he's saying million, like, it's obscene. When he told me, I'm like, that's ridiculous.
How about like they're trying to build that tunnel underneath South Road?
Oh, that will, but the thing is,
5
that
billion.
that will, listen, I don't know how much that would cost, but that, because it's going to be they're going to be drilling for 4 years,
5
would,
billion
that would be a ridiculous amount. Like, that's more believable
That's stupid.
than $8 million a room of the hospital. Because they're going to be drilling for 4 years non-stop. That's got nothing to do with the
Yeah,
paving and
5 billion.
You know what? You know how
Yeah,
they
it's crazy.
you know how they've done South Road sort of now. I don't think it makes any difference. Like,
I
it's still
do.
busy.
It still gets busy, yeah, it does.
oh, the tunnel will make a difference for
The
South.
tunnel will make a
Yeah,
difference.
that will, yeah.
Because
Once
the trucks,
it-
mate,
yeah,
the
yeah.
trucks. Bro, Habibi is used for people you joke around. Oh,
It's Arabic, but I'm Kurdish.
Ah, okay.
He says it's
Nice.
Arabic, but I'm Kurdish.
Nice
Nice.
to have, different
Uh-huh. Is that like how the Greeks we say re?
multicultural. It's a multicultural
Yeah.
chat.
It is very
Yeah.
multicultural.
That's awesome.
I like it. Gaming Shisha, man. I like came out of
I
nowhere.
like that.
I like him. He's a nice guy.
But
Building on top, far cheaper than digging underneath. That's what I'm saying. The 5 billion
yeah.
is so much more believable
Yeah.
that the tunnel's going to cost that than the hospital.
Are they still doing the tunnel though?
Yeah, but they're going to be It's going to be.
When's it starting?
I think the drilling is starting early next year, and that's going to be happening for 4 years, man. Just drilling.
Oh, God.
So then, imagine how long it's going to take to build. The whole
Roadworks.
thing won't be built for probably 8 years.
Road, 4 years of road
Yeah,
works.
like no, but we won't see it. It's going to be underground. When the roadwork's not going to affect us.
Gonna cause earth-
Tenders
It's going to cause earthquakes, man.
Yeah, well, see, the Don's saying tenders haven't been put out yet. So
Ah.
Maggie's son,
Yeah.
yeah, he is in that field.
Oh,
Yeah, he's in
okay.
that field.
and he's in the field, and she.
Are we?
Football Arabic in my next World Cup newsletter. Oh, you guys are Greek. The 2 boys are Greek, and I'm Greek Cypriot.
Yeah, we agree.
I don't know what I am.
But you know, born in
Well,
Australia.
He could be Indian.
Yeah. Born in Australia. So we're Australian, yeah, but my whole family is from Cyprus. The boys' family are from Greece. Gaming Shisha says, I'm Kurdish, living in Canada.
Oh,
Is it
Right.
cold in Canada right now?
he's in Canada.
Hey, what a champion. What
That's
time,
awesome.
what time is it?
Are you in Toronto?
Gaming Shisha, what time is it in Canada right now? I had a mate that lived in Canada for
I've got
2
a
years.
cousin in Toronto.
Oh, yeah, you do.
yeah, that's
Carlos.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
You know,
he's from
Mum,
here.
one of my best mates lived in Canada for 2 years, right? And he came back here and it was summer here.
Yeah.
He got back here and it was like, we picked him up from the airport, it was like 42 degrees.
So,
He got out, and there's a guy, he was a surfer, everything, full loved the summer, and he got out of the plane, he was like someone had shot him. It was 42 degrees Celsius, man. I don't know,
oh,
you know,
man.
That's
if
hot.
gaming Shisha, that's 42 degrees Celsius. Like, that's ridiculous compared. They get minus 20 over there, don't they?
Yeah.
It's pretty
It's a
Oh,
60 degree.
It's 5 a.m. there.
Nah, I live in Alberta, Canada. That's popular too.
Alberta. Is
Yeah.
that where Chris Ben was from?
Could have been. Yeah. Alberta, Canada. I
It
think
gets
so.
cold there
Great
winter time.
references
Yeah.
from,
5 a.m. right now. That's great, man. We got a Canada.
5 a.m. It's
Bloke in Canada.
just so
Legend.
you know, it's 9.
9:20 here, yeah.
9:20 p.m.
Legend.
So Yeah.
That's cool, man. Bloke in Canada
He's up at 5 a.m.
to watch us. What a champion.
What a nice guy.
Hopefully you're sharing it, man, to some people. My background is British, Italian, and German.
Nice.
Rob says I'm Italian, Dutch, and Walian. Yeah, and then Don't At Me says he's Sicilian.
Oh, don't mess with don't mess with him.
Rob says awake at 5 a.m. or just getting home gaming shisha.
Ooh. What do you reckon? I reckon he's getting home.
I'm gonna say just awake.
I reckon,
Maybe getting ready.
I reckon he just got home.
I reckon he's like gaming or something.
Right,
His
sure.
name is gaming. I reckon he's been up like playing. He could have been up like playing COD or something. You know what I mean?
No, I reckon he's just been waiting for HFD podcast.
Yeah, it could have been. I'm gonna say that. That's the one I'm gonna roll with. Jess says great laugh, Chris C.
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I perfected it over the
That's the
years.
best.
I've got to try and make him laugh again.
Calgary, I'm living at 20 minus 20 is a joke here. When it hits minus 40, that's a little cold.
Minus 40.
So
dude.
think about it. We get temperatures here
13
that are an
degrees.
80-degree turnaround.
Crazy.
They get minus 40. We get temperatures. Last year we got into 46s, didn't we? One day.
Yeah.
Minus-
47,
minus
47 we got.
Minus 40.
Last year.
Yeah, it was the hottest day.
We win.
Was it? No, but we got that one day that was the hottest summer since
Everyone
since
whinges about
1970.
Yeah, yeah.
6 degrees. Everyone whinges about
Yeah,
6
I know.
degrees.
Well,
Yeah.
I used to work at Aldi and I used to work in the freezer.
Yeah.
It was minus 24.
Yeah, that's.
And I couldn't really work in there. Imagine going minus 40, man.
Dude, I've watched video clips of people.
Minus 40.
you
I've
wear
watched video
thermal?
clips of people in Calgary, and they go out with a boiling cup of water. He boiled it in a kettle, and he chucked it in the
No,
air. And it
I've,
froze.
I've experienced.
No way.
Yeah.
I experienced minus 20 in USA,
Yeah.
and it was, I had to wear thermal.
Well, when I was in New York,
No,
it was
no,
just
no,
coming.
it's
It was
just
just coming. It was just coming winter when me and Jess were in New York, and it was. It's
Man, I couldn't do minus 40. I couldn't even do minus 24.
yeah, but
in
if
the
you're
freezer.
if you're there, you do it. What are you gonna
It
do?
was really
Minus
cold.
40?
My ears were frozen.
Minus 40.
Minus 40 is a little cold. Jeez, I experienced minus 40 in Utrecht, Netherlands. Rob is saying.
There you go. Sleep
Yeah.
for the week, you reckon? I was playing COD.
I said that. I was right. I said he's probably codding.
Oh,
COD,
he
man.
said he woke up, though.
Nah, but I said he could have been codding, just staying up. Cold, but had your notice on the decided to watch you lads. Thanks, man. You had our notification on. What a
Oh,
champion.
thank you for coming, man.
Like I said,
Appreciate
please,
it.
please share,
We
man.
do this weekly, so
I've been living here for 20 years and still hate the weather. I need sand.
Come to Australia.
come to Australia.
What he's saying is Arabic, so he needs, he wants the sand.
That's yeah.
How do you recognize anyone in cold weather to say hello when they're all rugged up? You say hello to the wrong person, and the Karen will have you arrested for being too familiar.
That's a great one.
Oh man.
You'd be tough, wouldn't it?
You got to ask for ID.
Well, remember I said this. Remember I said this about the masks. We were
Yeah.
talking about COVID before. I said this about the masks. It's like they brought back the outlaw because you can go in a bank now with a mask and a hoodie.
Yeah.
What was that? Back in the 1800s,
Couldn't do that.
that was an outlaw.
It wasn't it?
If you wore a mask and a hat, you were like a cowboy coming in to rob the bank. Now it's like they encouraging that.
Well, now you can walk into a bank with a mask.
Well, they want you to. They were encouraging it for 2 years.
And that's a good time to rob a bank.
Exactly.
Hey, gaming shisha. What sports are you into? Ice hockey, probably.
Minus 40 is with the windshield is like minus 60. I actually got family in Australia. Not sure what city they live in, but you got a few relatives there. But he's got a few relatives there.
Okay.
Cool.
Nice.
Coldest experience was 0 exactly, Devon says.
Yeah, it's been 0 here.
Yeah, we've had it here.
Yeah.
That's it. Doesn't go below 0.
Nah. Oh,
Oh wait, is that minus
Canberra,
60 Celsius? Or is
Canberra-
that minus 60
Canberra.
Fahrenheit?
In Canberra, it's minus.
yeah, you talking Fahrenheit or Celsius gaming? Because you're in Canada.
Are they on the imperial system or are they meant?
Yeah, they might be like the Americans. Like they would be doing Fahrenheit. We're talking Celsius.
They're talking Celsius.
It's differently, I think.
I reckon Canada is metric because they were British colony, so didn't all the British?
Yeah, I don't know. We've got to ask him, see what he says. Because, you know, like in America, they're like, it's 100 degrees out there, and it's like 30 degrees.
It's Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's
Fahrenheit,
like 30
yeah.
Yeah,
degrees.
yeah, yeah.
They don't even know what Celsius is.
Well, listen, they, like in England and that, like, you know, like they get, I love soccer mainly, but don't mind hockey and basketball.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
Well, ice hockey, obviously.
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
talking about.
yeah.
Yeah, it's not big here.
Nah, nah.
Oh, ice hockey, nah. Well, it's
No,
not. It's
no.
it's
We don't
not winter.
Mount Featherton, we got.
Yeah, we got Mount Everett.
I went tobogganing once there.
Tobogganing.
No, they've got ice hockey team, haven't they?
They would.
Is
I'm
it?
sure they
I
would.
guess that's where I saw Snow for the first time. Was it Mount
Probably.
Everett?
But
Yeah.
this ice hockey team in LA, where do they play? Nowhere.
No, they've got arenas here, man.
How many?
One.
One.
The
Oh,
ice
two.
arena.
Oh, there's two here, I think.
Yeah,
But there's
but what-
probably all these teams in Adelaide that play at the
Do
one.
they go
arena.
interstate to play?
Yeah, I
or
think
what?
so.
Do they go interstate to play?
Yeah.
They would. I'd imagine
But
they
there's
would.
no one watches them.
Like 5 people in the crowd.
Oh wow.
But it's a capacity of 6, so it's real good.
Yeah. And how much they spend on that stadium?
The ice arena's been around for longer than.
Is the ice rink still there?
Yeah, but you can only ice skate. You, know. You
Yeah,
can't
there's no
ski.
toboggan.
No skiing, no
Because
toboggan.
they said it was dangerous because we're soft.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go. See?
They got rid of that. They got rid of that. Unbelievable.
Celsius here, America is weird. Americans weird, he's saying.
Yeah.
So Celsius in Canada.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Well done.
Americans weird.
The Americans are weird.
Herdman done awesome job with the Canadian team. Hopefully Canada score their first World Cup goal and get their first World Cup points. There you go. That's what Rob's saying. So saying the coach is doing a real good job.
We'll see how we go.
And hopefully they get their first World Cup goal.
They got a tough group.
I've never seen him in the World Cup.
There.
No, first time.
Have they
man.
first time?
in a while.
No. In Holland, children took bicycles to school in summer and ice skates via canal in the winter.
Wow.
Far out. Bro, if Canada wins a game in the World Cup, this country will turn it up.
It's like when Australia won their first game in the World Cup.
But that's not what turned us up. What turned us up was that penalty. John Aloisi qualifying
Oh,
for the
the
World Cup.
qualifying, yeah.
That goal. You know what? Back to it now. We talked about it the other week, 3 weeks ago, best sporting moments. And we didn't mention that. One of the best sporting moments ever.
Yeah.
John Aloisi's penalty against Uruguay to get
was-
Australia
I think it
is one of the best sporting moments
I
ever.
think you have to do a short on that.
Yeah.
For Australia. But you
It's
wouldn't,
still no, but
it wouldn't be
no,
well.
it would be well because it's the world game. People that saw that would have been like because they knew Australia hadn't qualified for the World Cup for so long. It
Yeah,
was
I know.
just
But if you went to Brazil and said, oh,
no. But it's like I said about the Aguero goal. That is one of the best sporting moments ever. Even though I hate Man City, but to Man City fans it is. To the rest of us, we hated it. But it's still one of the best sporting moments ever.
Yeah.
And Australia's a country. Like that John Aloisi goal, man. When that I remember it was in this very room. He scored, and we lost
yeah,
our
I
fucking
remember that.
mind,
That was great, yeah.
dude. That
The whole of
Yeah.
Australia was watching.
Mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
for Australia.
I'll never
yeah,
forget. I'll never forget that one.
World Cup in my house is a war, Gaming Shisha says. It's the second time for them in the World Cup.
Cool.
Second time.
Yeah.
We
Well
were
done.
here with a Dutch woman.
Yeah, we were here. In this
Oh,
room.
really?
Yeah, this house.
Wow. I remember when Greece won the World
The Euro.
That was
See, that's
massive.
another huge sporting moment.
Like, that would never, like, they were playing, 100 to 1.
That's another
Yeah.
massive
All
sporting
they did
moment.
was park the bus and
150
counter.
Chris.
They still won.
150 to 1.
That's another massive sporting moment.
Park the
Greece.
bus and
Huge.
counter.
That was huge.
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 But he's a good coach.
Here's a question for you. AFL's better than soccer.
Are you asking me or are you making a statement?
Oh, I'm telling you.
Yeah, no way.
Do you think?
Listen,
Come on.
I don't even think, even in
Australians, it is.
AFL people ask that question, whatever, I don't even think that question can be asked because the talent to play football is nowhere near the talent you need to play
But
to
why?
play the real
It-
football.
But it's harder to play footy because you're going to use your hands. And you have to be more skillful with your hands.
Well, can you go cook your lunch with your feet?
No, but you have to use your feet in footy as well. So
Barely.
it's the same.
They hold the ball in their hands.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I held the soccer ball in my hand, I'd do whatever I
Yeah,
want.
but you're going to be fitter, though, to play.
I don't
footy.
think so.
Why not?
No, you
It's a
don't.
big
They
ground.
got interchange.
Yeah, so?
They got interchange. A
So-
forward in AFL sits there, waits for the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, a forward in soccer doesn't. In the real football,
So do you think a soccer player could go and play AFL easy?
way easier than a football player. I remember Graham Corn said it one day because he was trying to tease like the real football, like soccer one day, and he goes, Chris Judd is that talented. If he wanted to play for Man United, he could. And then all these people were ringing up and they're like, mate, he gets $1 million a year. They're like, if he was that good, he'd go play for Man United because he'd get $1 million a week.
Yeah.
No one is that loyal to a sport if he's that good enough to play the other one. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, but all right.
Listen, but a soccer player, I'm telling you, Cristiano Ronaldo, let's pick him. 6'2", the athletic he is, the guy jumps higher than Tony Modra. he'd come be the greatest AFL player ever.
You reckon?
100%. Dude, have you seen him? How athletic he is?
He's
He jumps,
And he's
wins
40.
headers
And he's nearly
over
40.
6'8" goalkeepers that have got their hands up.
And he's nearly 40.
I like to see.
Could you imagine him putting his hands
The
up
guy's
and
a
marking
Interesting,
if
wouldn't
he
it?
was trained?
And he's still going at nearly
Alright.
40.
Exactly.
Let's talk about the game though, the actual gameplay. Like when I watch an AFL game, for me personally,
Yeah, mate, you're into AFL.
like I can get into it with a soccer game. I can still like it,
Yeah.
but it doesn't excite me. as
But
much
you were
as
brought
AFL.
up to AFL more.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's...
I love
you know what
both.
I mean? Because like some games
I enjoy both.
finish nil draws. At least with full footy, there's a more
You know what?
score.
You know what? With the football game, a proper football game, when you watch a proper a proper team play, it's amazing how they pass
Of
it.
course, man.
I'm not saying
It's
look,
poultry.
I'm not saying that I do like football. I do.
It's
like
all synced.
Yeah.
The 1-2 passes is
What I'm
amazing.
saying is, I get for me, like there are some boring AFL games.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong, but to me, an AFL game gets more exciting to me.
See what
I'm
Rob,
watching
see what Rob said? And we did this at high school.
Okay.
No, but we did this at high school. Exactly what Rob says, and I'll tell you now. He said, don't go there, Chris. No contest. Soccer versus Aussie rules match every year in Whyalla, because that's where he was. 2 games, 1 in Aussie rules, 1 in soccer. The soccer team always won both. And
Really?
we did that at our school, man. Don't you remember? So Daniel Pearce played for Port.
He did.
Malcolm Greenslade was trying to get me that contract before then, and I didn't even play football. But we went and played the AFL boys, and we slaughtered them at AFL. Because, listen, I'm going to say it like blunt like this. The AFL guys, they're trained to be so dumb in their own game.
Yeah.
The ball is on the ground, and they bend over to pick it up.
You guys
It's soccer.
you
If they just kicked it, it'll go further, and then they'd go pick it up 10 meters down because no one will be there.
No.
Is that
And that's what
you
soccer
did?
players do.
Is that
So
what
they'll go down to pick it up, and a soccer player will kick it with his foot and then pick it up, and then run off with it and kick a goal. And they're like, "What?
Is that what you did?
Of course,
Because they get trained to actually pick it up.
exactly." But you don't. But if they just use their brain, they'd be so much better.
True.
Of course, because it's so silly. And I love when they do it. I love the commentators here. The commentators are so.
A proper football player's got more skill.
Yeah, of course I do. I don't care. I love the commentators here. They're like, "Oh, when they kick a goal off the ground, they're like, he soccered it." Well, like if he grabs the ball with his
You're allowed-
hands, they don't go, "Oh, he basketballed it."
You're allowed to
Like
soccer
it's
anyway.
so stupid.
You're allowed to soccer
You know what I mean? Oh, like if someone's sorry, Jimmy. If you're sweeping with a broom, right? It's not brooming, is it? So he soccered it. It's the dumbest saying ever.
Yeah, I shouldn't have
But you
said
know
Soccered
what?
it, he kicked the ball.
kick it.
He's, you're right, because not many AFL players do soccer anyway.
No, they don't because they're not trained to.
Yeah,
and
but
they don't have it in
you,
their brain.
but you can.
It'll
There
give
are
them so
some,
much more
though.
benefit. Yeah, there
There
are.
are some.
And
And
who
they-
are they all? Peter Dacos, what was he? He would do weird stuff. Yeah.
Soccer player.
He was like, because he probably got brought up with soccer.
Yeah, yeah.
McLeod was the same. He got brought, he was a soccer
I've
player.
seen Fantasia do it.
Yeah. Ethnic.
Yeah.
Brought up with soccer.
Yeah.
Motlop used to do it and he was the same. I play soccer with him now.
Yeah.
He plays soccer.
Yeah.
Like, because it's,
It's interesting, man. Very. But do you think the elite midfielders of the AFL? Do you think like the elite soccer players are just as fit as them?
yes.
Was
so.
Modric had soccer
Yeah.
background?
But how many Ks does a soccer player do in a game?
A soccer player, a central
Compared
midfielder,
to
a central
AFL player?
midfielder, like that's a box to box. N'Golo Kante probably does 16 Ks, but no interchange.
There's no change. Okay.
The elite midfielders
It's
do.
interesting. We used to see the
They
figures.
do these things and then they go off. So here's what I tell you: AFL gets an interchange, he goes off and gets massaged, goes back on. That
Yeah.
doesn't happen to a soccer player.
No, they're on.
And then a soccer player plays 60 games a year. Ronaldo, I'm telling you, and I'll bring it back to him, is fitter than any AFL player.
But then
No doubt about
there's a physical aspect to AFL.
That's different. There's bodies, you're hitting the ground. That stuff is different.
Yeah,
It's
so they're built a bit differently.
they
than
are
other
100%.
players. Okay.
Listen,
Oh, it's a good
I'd
debate.
bring it back. I'd bring it back. Not even just to him. Like, let's say LeBron James, right?
Oh, here we go.
If LeBron James decided he was going to play soccer, he would have been the best goalkeeper of all time. Who's going to beat him? The guy's 6'8" and he can jump 40 meters. Imagine he just decided one day, yeah, I was going to be a soccer player, a goalkeeper. How good would he have been? Imagine he played AFL. The guy would kill. What AFL player is going through LeBron? None of them. They're so soft. Have you seen him? He is
But
massive.
I'd love to see them play that game.
LeBron,
I would be
LeBron would have been like Tony Lockett, like this. No one would have been near him.
No,
Have you seen him? He's huge.
maybe, but it will take a while. Like a
Yeah,
year
but look
or
at
so to
him.
get used to.
What you know when an AFL player is at 6'8", 6'10" right here,
Yeah.
they're like, oh, he's unco. He doesn't move well. That's what they always
Hey,
say.
never too late. The
LeBron,
draft's
look at
happening.
LeBron. How he's not unco. How fit is he?
Yeah.
And he glides, bro.
It's interesting.
Dude, imagine he was a goalkeeper trained to dive. The guy's vertical leap is more than the soccer post. Like, it's crazy.
True. I'd be interested. That would be a very interesting experiment. If you could like clone him or something.
Oh, dude.
And put him in and just have a look what happens.
Can I tackle people like American football game? AFL's harder than American football. Like, it's because they wear pads and stuff.
Yeah.
I reckon there's a lot of skill to play American football. The way that
Probably.
for the quarterback anyway.
Yeah.
To find,
You got a lot of
to
protection.
find a throw, and to,
Rob asked Gaming Shisha if he's ever watched AFL. He says, no, he's never watched it. And more soccer players are two-footed than AFL players. AFL players should be able to kick and handball both sides.
And while we're talking
They
about AFL's become too soft. You can't even tackle anymore.
See, Rob is agreeing with me. Teach LeBron from a young age to move his feet like a goalkeeper. He would have been. It's just because of his natural physics. Like I said, like even Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was 6'6". He's so athletic. Could you imagine him in goals? A ball goes top corner, he's just going to go like that.
Yeah,
He used to be able to palm a basketball. Imagine what he'd do with a soccer ball.
Yeah.
Go like this. Yeah, no worries. Like it's nothing because he's so athletic.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
exception. Steven Silvani was a good goalkeeper. There you go.
Was he a goalkeeper?
But he was ethnic. He probably got brought up on soccer.
Well, he was a good fullback as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Let's not get into the Modra thing now.
Modric smash him. You know Modric kicked 13 goals.
I just want to always looking at that. Mate.
Listen,
Versus,
Andrew McLeod was good at both. Really good at both. He used to go to, they reckon he used to go to the international rules when we used to play Ireland, and he was the best football player there and the best soccer player there.
I
By a
don't.
country mile.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a better player than McLeod.
I think he was the best. With my eyes, he's the best player I've seen.
He was
I
unreal.
agree.
he was good.
It was
I
unreal.
don't think he's the best player ever.
Oh, he's up there, I reckon.
He's up there.
And they do, these days, they're giving him his credit. They like even Mike Sheehan wrote his top, and I think he put him number 3 ever.
What was his disposal like? Maybe that wasn't his
Nah,
downfall.
but mate, think
No,
about.
he could run, but
Yeah, no, it's not. It's not about running. It's
disposal efficiency.
what's the one thing they aim at people is big game players.
Of course.
Not dual norm
He
speed
used to run
medalist.
the ball,
No, but
yeah.
at 20 years old, he was
Yeah,
a
he
dual.
was good.
You know what I mean?
He was
Like,
fast.
He was
Oh,
fast.
he
He
was
was good,
untouchable.
but could he? Like, he was. I don't think his disposal efficiency was as good.
We got
I
nothing.
don't think you can find a
Like, it
player.
wasn't Nathan Buckley where he.
No, but Nathan Buckley was, I'll kill you with 1,000 cuts and still didn't kill you. McLeod, I don't think, unless
I'm not saying
they're,
Buckley's better.
no, unless they're Collingwood or Port Adelaide fans, because he was with them first, I don't think anyone will pick Buckley over McLeod.
I wouldn't pick Buckley either.
No, I'm just, that's,
I'm just saying, I think his disposals were better than McLeod's though.
I don't know, man.
Like,
McLeod's left
not
foot. McLeod,
full
I don't
package.
think you ever find this AFL player that was better with his both feet than McLeod. His left
Get
foot
back on
was,
the tapes.
dude, his left foot was like other players' right foot. It was next level. And now he's been voted the best. This is going against Franklin. He's been voted the best Indigenous player ever.
Yeah.
And he got put, I think, like Mike Sheehan put him like real high in the best ever list because his nickname was the Rolls Royce. He was just,
It's good.
and he was very unassuming, so he didn't get that, like, there's a lot of players that get the media hype,
Yeah.
He wasn't like that. He was quiet, reserved.
Yeah, he didn't hear much. But
Nah, he was champion. Yeah, I agree. True test of a team player is if and how they step up in the big games, and that's what he was. He's a big game player, McLeod. I agree.
Yeah.
As a soccer coach, I had a few summer baseball players as goalkeepers. Great footwork and diving, and great reach. There you go. Yeah, because they're diving for balls, probably. Yeah, true.
Mm.
Well, who's the best player you think you've seen with your eyes? Because like we cannot, like we're talking about it last time. We can all go back. Like we're talking about soccer players. The best soccer player I've seen. See, because I saw Maradona at the end. Was the Brazilian Ronaldo? But like soccer, AFL players,
AFL.
mate, it's close. McLeod is up there,
I
definitely.
think Lane Carey is one of the best ones.
See, I don't think he was. Remember we were saying it last time? I think
Yeah.
both Gary Ablett's are better than him.
Yeah.
I think Gary Ablett Senior is better than Carey.
Wayne Carey was. It wasn't. It was.
He just got this. You know, he was.
He didn't move
I mean,
fast.
I'm
He
a
wasn't-
bit
he
biased
was-
as well. Like, I'll say Gavin Langdon.
That's I agree. Gavin Wangney was champion.
He was a good player.
He was a very good player. That's not bias.
No.
He was a good player. I mean, he won a
What about
Brownlow.
Judd?
Like-
Juddy was
Probably
good.
wasn't as good as McLaren.
See, I think Gary Ablett Jr. was better than Judd, and I think by the end of it, everyone realised.
Cousins was good in his day.
Yeah, he was good. Everyone ended up realising Ablett was better than them too.
I think Gary Ablett's probably
Junior.
Junior's one of the best midfielders I've
Well,
seen.
you know what? Kudafides was amazing.
Kudafides was injuries curtailed him. The poor
He,
guy.
he was one of the best footballers I
Oh,
Yeah,
liked.
he
yeah.
was really good until he got that
But
knee
half
injury.
forward, I'll go Wayne Carey.
Okay.
Full forward, I'll go Gary Ablett.
Yeah, Gary Ablett Senior
Full
was.
forward.
He was next.
This is probably him. There's a few others like
Lockett.
Lockett. And
Yeah, but I actually think Gary Ablett was better than Dunstall. Didn't kick as many goals. Maybe he didn't play as many, but he was better.
you
the
know
goals
what?
are free.
Yeah, but the premierships, zero premierships.
Yeah, he didn't win a premiership. That's right.
Yeah, if
So-
he had one of them, it'd
Yeah,
be
yeah.
sorry. Yeah. I can see no one likes AFL talk.
No. Rob is see. Jason Dunstall better than most. Modra, McLeod, Bernie Quinlan, 80-meter bombs.
Oh yeah, that's great.
Johnny Platten.
Yeah,
Oh my God.
Yeah, SA boy.
Listen.
You can tell the chat's.
Oh no, but he was. See, I brought it back to him again, and he only played 146 games. But Modra was one of the best AFL players.
Oh
The
yeah.
guy was a freak.
The guy was free.
We'll get back to society.
Yeah. Dude.
Anyway,
Well, poor gaming shush has never seen an Aussie rules game, so.
poor guy. Yeah, we did a different way, didn't we?
No, do you know what's so funny?
But football's become soft.
Do you know what's so funny?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can't even tackle.
Football has become soft.
The rules have changed.
mate,
There we go.
it's so soft.
It has become
You
soft.
get
And that's why I don't like it anymore. And I've told you.
Has soccer become soft?
blood rule. The blood rule come
Like,
off.
since like the
Oh,
early
it's
days.
not as hard as it was. No.
No.
Back in the day, when you got hit with the blood, you just stayed on.
Yeah.
Basketball's become more soft as well.
Oh, mate, when Michael Jordan
You
played,
can, like,
you
you can,
punch
like,
each other.
elbow
Yeah, of
people
course.
and that. Yeah, you can't.
Listen, soccer now, if you go watch tapes back of, I don't know, like if it's going for Man United, you go watch Roy Keane, Mark Hughes, the battles they used to get in on the pitch, like, if they did it now to 10% of what they used to do, they'd be sent off.
Yeah.
In a heartbeat. So soft.
Yeah.
So soft.
Yeah, that's like in what in
Do-
All
do-
sports
footy-
are soft.
Do you think they do that to like they don't want to make like kids like
Well,
look at
apparently
that?
now you're not allowed it like up until a certain under 13s or something. In all, you're not like even in. It's like touch footy. They're not teaching you to tackle. You're like not allowed to.
No, yeah, that's
That's
at school now.
ridiculous.
Yeah, of course that's ridiculous. We were like playing under 10s, like double footing each other.
Yeah.
That's why older players from past eras in most team sports were better because they were less protected. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree. Like me and John were talking about the other night, and I've said this about footy, and it goes for soccer too. You go back, let's go back to the Premier League in the early 2000s, right? Most teams had like superstars that would walk into the top teams now.
Yeah,
I mean, there was just so many players. Now, they're not.
no,
They're just not. And then you look at AFL. I mean, they've been going on about him for 10 years, mate, Dustin Martin. And he would never be in my top 20 of all time.
no,
He wouldn't be near it.
no.
Oh, they're like, he's so strong. It's like, mate.
It's good though.
Yeah, but he's good for his time.
For his time.
If he was playing back
It's finished.
with,
now.
look at that pool of players you said. If he was playing back in this pool, Simon Black, Ackermanis, Voss, that was all in one team.
Yeah.
McLeod, Rashudo, Buckley, James Hurd. I mean, the list goes
Yeah.
on. Like,
Yeah,
I think,
maybe,
you know,
maybe not.
he
Yeah.
would not even be in the top 10 in the competition.
No.
No way he wouldn't be.
No, it's
But
right.
now he's like the best player we've ever seen because we've got to amp up the current crop.
Yeah.
Like even Franklin. Franklin was really good,
His,
but they went on about him at one stage like the guy was the best thing we've ever seen.
his grand final was.
And then look at him in a grand final.
Didn't
He
kick
got
the ball.
goalless for a 20-year-old,
I reckon he's finished.
and they gave him another year.
We'll see.
Yeah, he wanted more. He wanted
Serge Terry Butcher, blood photo, yeah. Like he was, that's what, you know, Rob's saying about the image. Like,
Franklin's 35. He should retire, mate.
there you go.
I think he's a good man. I've seen some
Yeah,
games.
he's good.
After the Sydney
But
final,
they're
too
trying
later.
to-
Do you remember that game we went to in MCG?
Yeah,
Hey,
the Bombers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we were there.
Dude.
He scored those 2 goals.
I'm
from
not
boundary.
saying he's not good, but
But he's never.
the problem
He's
is,
never
and
been-
they're doing
he's
it now
not like
in
that
soccer,
anymore.
right? Like
But he was
Rob,
young there.
Rob is a Man City fan, right?
Yeah.
They've got this new striker now, Haaland, who is he's breaking records, right, as a goal scorer. But they're acting like he's had Ronaldo's career, and Ronaldo's only played like 3 years, like him, because that's what they do. They give you the new kid on the block and make it sound like he's the best player ever. They do it in AFL as well, but it's like, mate, like I said, Ronaldo. They've said it. He has to score 45 goals a year for 16 years to score as many goals as Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a long way to go.
But they're going on about him
he's only
like
young.
he's the best player ever.
How old is he? 20?
23, I
He
think.
just,
22.
he just started his
Like, it's
career.
like, man, let him have a career before you call him a great.
He's doing
Yeah.
well. He's got a lot of goals.
Yeah, of course, because, they do this. They've done this with soccer players for so long. They did it with, like, Van Dijk recently with Liverpool. They're calling him an all-time great before his career is even over.
Yeah.
How?
Yeah.
He can't be.
No, he can't.
You're not a legend until you stop playing.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's just a fact. Gaming Shisha says, my point is, do you guys think that people don't respect themselves enough nowadays, creating a delusion of I'm important, where it had created a society of soft people? I agree, yeah. They probably don't. They don't respect themselves enough, 100%. People don't, yeah, I'd say.
And I think people as well, like, there's so much mental issues now.
Oh,
Then
but
Mental
why?
health
Is that
people-
because of the internet, like we said?
Mental health?
Is it internet?
mental health through the roof?
But is it
Still
because
so-
of the internet?
Yeah.
Internet plays a big part in everything. I think.
Internet and bullying, and
You hear it all the
stand-
time.
people can't stand up for themselves. People have got soft and they can't take it anymore.
When? If
And,
something...
and look, there are people with mental issues that have,
Yeah, of
like,
course.
like
Oh,
chemical imbalance
imbalance
or whatever. But
Yeah,
it
but
comes
this,
down to being soft as well. That there's-
this is
there's a
the
soft mentality.
this is the example I'll give. Back in the day, if something didn't go your way as a kid, you huffed and puffed at your dad or your mum, whoever told you off.
You got a backhand.
You went to your room, you got a backhander,
Yeah.
you cried about it, you went to your room, and then
No.
you went outside
next day.
and played.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, you huff and puff at your parents. They probably say, "Oh, how can I help you?" and be really nice to you. And then you go in your room, turn the computer on, and read about all the negative shit
Yeah.
goes in your head.
Yeah.
Makes
True.
you have a fucking mental.
Breakdown.
Breakdown.
Exactly. Internet.
Internet. Yeah.
No.
You know what I mean? And listen, there's some. We said it before. There's some major great things about the internet, like
Oh, there is.
HFD Media. Like, we love YouTube. We're on YouTube.
We're on YouTube. Yeah.
But,
no, there is some.
You know,
good stuff,
people
yeah.
can go down rabbit holes on the internet now,
Yeah.
whereas before, like I said, like Jim said, you got a backhander, you huffed and puffed, you went in your room and said, fucking,
Our parents,
I hate my
mate,
dad, I hate my mum,
mate,
and you got over it.
my parents used to smack me all the
You
time.
can't
they
smack a
did.
kid now.
You know,
You-
why?
They can
Why?
take you to court.
But how did all of our parents and you guys, whatever, become such good people if the way they were being raised was wrong?
You know what?
Yeah. that's
How
right.
can a kid in his house get spanked by his dad or mum and then take him to court?
That's
They
ridiculous.
should go in the court and the judge should go,
You can't touch
you-
your kids
the,
now.
the judge should turn around and go, kid, you're a disgrace.
Mate, I had a
Get the
teacher
fuck
back
outta
in the
here.
day. I had a teacher that used to hit me.
100%.
Yeah,
Okay,
well, that's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
they used to get the ruler out.
Yeah,
Of course.
and that was fine.
Yeah.
And everyone's soft now.
Of course.
No,
Now you can't even like. Can the teacher actually like tell you?
no, you
what
can't touch
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
Can't
Can they
touch
tell
them.
you what? Or
No,
no?
you can't smack a kid now.
Interesting gaming shisha. Self-importance pendulum has a swing too far. Agree, but it's Gen X parents are the problems. You're entitled. You can be anything. And Jess says yes. And then she's laughing. Maybe about probably something we said. I'm not sure. No, we can't be anything. My opinion of success has 4 components: talent, working hard in brackets, passion, working hard, opportunity, network, be everywhere, and luck. Just fate. Gaming shisha. I'm sorry for mental issues or problems that cry about it. I find a joke. I grew up in the middle of a war, seen more death as an 8-year-old as anyone I know. How do you have mental problems living in it? There you go. That's what I'm saying. Because you
Yeah.
you won't go on the internet and go down a rabbit hole of shit. You deal with it. Whatever.
Everyone,
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
but everyone deals with it differently. That's the problem.
Spanking was never about pain. It's about the act of embarrassment and getting taught. I agree. Because when you used to get hit by whatever, your dad or something in front of my brothers, that's what it was. I was more embarrassed. I didn't even care. You know,
I
it
got
was
that.
that I was getting spanked in front of my brothers. I looked like a little weakling or something.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I got that
do you know
bun-
what
I got that bun-
But no, but I'm just saying for me,
Like
it's more
humiliation.
I had the
humiliation.
Bondofla.
Yeah, they're 100%. Mate, the Don,
The shoe.
the Don was like Indiana Jones with his belt, mate. He used to whip that belt out quicker than Indiana Jones had to whip. It was like this, and I'd just run.
Yeah.
Like it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now with the internet, we are more aware of the bad things going on in the world now, which can upset you. Exactly.
Yeah. So
Because
yeah.
when you were, let's say, 15,
I think that was
now, and there's a war going on, let's say the Ukraine war right now, right? When you were 15, you didn't know.
No.
But now every 15-year-old
everyone
knows that.
knows.
It's on TikTok.
Anyone that can turn on a computer
It's
or
alive.
TikTok
It's live.
can know about a war.
Yeah, 100%.
You
Like
know,
Jess is spot on.
mate, you know what I've seen on TikTok with that war? A lot of scammers. You know what
Yeah,
they
of
do?
course.
They put it fake. They're
A
in
green screen.
Oh, mate.
green screen. They're in the Ukraine. Give
Yeah, I
me
know.
money. I'm poor.
I know.
Like,
I know.
The other day there was a bombing there and there was like a fire. It's like that could be just any fire.
That was going on loop.
It was on loop,
It
man.
was on loop.
Don't believe anything. I
Yeah.
don't believe anything.
I bow to you, gaming shisha. People don't realize what others have been through. Then it's the end of the world when their coffee is wrong. Exactly, saying it's the wrong thing. See, that's what Rob's saying. Like Shisha's saying all that shit he went through as an 8-year-old, and then people can go in and go, "Fuck, I didn't get my double decaf macchiato."
Yeah, 100%.
Like, well, big fucking deal, man. Go just wait and get a new coffee. Like seriously, fuck me.
Go to
bro.
Karen's Diner.
Yeah, go to Karen's
Jared
Diner.
Steiner.
Far out.
Fucking Karen.
Because my dad would put him in check every time I stepped out of line.
Yeah. You know
Yeah.
what?
Do you know what the thing was about? Do you know what the thing is? Like Rob said about spanking. The Dom probably hit me a couple times, right? It is honest truth because after he did it once,
Yeah,
I was so in line because I was so scared of copping it again. I
Yeah.
didn't fucking go out of line.
Yeah,
again.
that's like me.
You know what I did? And I've told the story before. I said to him, I was in the room and I was wearing a hoodie. This might be why I hate hoodies now. Remember I said I don't like hoodies. I was like, nah, you can't catch me. And I jumped over the bed and ran outside. And before I got to the driveway out there, mate, all I remember was just being yanked,
The hoodie.
choked, dragged inside, mate, and I copped it. And then I never fucked around again. Because I knew, I was like, mate, this guy can fuck me up.
Yeah.
It was true.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's like,
And then it's a respect thing as well.
exactly.
Yeah,
So the respect is gone now.
But now
Like,
you're
you
gonna
see-
put your kid in the timeout corner.
Exactly. You see young kids now, and you can tell they don't have
You
respect.
can't
like
smack
we did.
him. You got to put him in that timeout.
Like I still call my dad sir, just because. Okay, yes sir.
Not just
Do something.
respect them, respect others as well.
And yourself.
You know,
Yeah, of course,
be
man.
polite to people.
We learn
Say hello to people.
100%.
Don't be
100%.
like if you're like a person like your kids are not respectful.
100%. And I think that's what it was more about for me growing up. Is I was so respectful to elders because of, let's say, my parents.
Yeah.
Because that it wasn't just to respect them; it was to respect everyone else. Because I knew if I didn't, I was. And then you learn, you mature, you realize, hey, that's the right thing to do. You're meant to respect.
But the
people
kids of
because you
today-
want to be respected.
The kids are saying, "I'm getting
Nah, no way. And
no
you can
discipline."
Tell. You can talk. You
No
talk to young
discipline.
kids today, and you can tell they don't have.
Oh,
respect.
essays.
Of course.
When my kids go to someone and they say hello,
Yeah.
I'm like,
Say
say
hello.
hello.
Yeah, I know.
What are you doing,
I know.
mate? You know?
Yeah. 100%.
sometimes they're shy, but you just have to push them, you know. But I don't think
Yeah.
they get pushed these days.
Yeah, of course.
You know.
Rob says, agree, gaming shisha. My dad too. Nothing ever hurt. It was about getting caught. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
Robert, my parents lived in a refugee camp for 22 years, went through 5 different wars before we came to Canada. See, to me, like, I'm with Rob, mate. I bow to you, gaming shisha, mate, that you went through this stuff and you're still a positive,
Yeah.
like, individual. That, you know,
Amazing.
that's,
Yeah.
that's amazing, mate. Like, you know what I mean? And then Rob says, and you don't have to yell. As a teacher, I used silence, a stare, and followed through on effective punishment. I never lost my temper. You know, Rob was my coach.
Yeah.
And Rob's stare, he's right. When we were young, his stare, you knew he meant business. It's true.
Yeah.
And I'd admit that. Like,
Yeah.
I got hit and deserved it. And guess who I respected more for disciplining me? My dad for hitting me, Jess says. There you go. Spot on.
I should stare at my bones.
Yeah, time out. Go sit on the
Why the
stairs and chill out. Some punishment. Nowadays, a society is a timeout. No phone for 30 minutes. That's punishment.
So it's kind of
No internet.
It's kind of scary because like when these kids grow up,
When they're running
they're
countries,
running
what are the
countries-
countries going to be
yeah,
like?
exactly. That's what's scary.
Because they'll not have no respect. It'll be like, imagine like a 10-year-old from today running a country in 40
Well, there'll be
years.
wars
Right?
all the
Yeah,
time.
there'll be wars. It's like, what? You said that about my mum? Nuke.
Yeah.
That's what Americans would be like.
Yeah.
100%. Oh, what? You said my mum's fat? Nuke.
Yep.
That's what it would be like. Like, because
Yeah.
there'll be no.
There's no, because they haven't learned that
Yeah,
respect. They haven't
yeah.
learned it.
And Jets are saying, yeah, or PlayStation. You know, oh, your timeout is no PlayStation.
Or
You know, when my nephew
get
gets
an
told,
internet, no internet.
yeah, when Krillin's son, if he gets told you're not playing PlayStation, oh,
Cracks it.
Cracks it.
mate, and I'll crack him.
I see it with my kids, man. They always get.
Hey man, he's
you
a
have to-
teenager.
you have to learn.
He can crack
You
me
have to learn.
back. So it's a different story. You have to.
These kids will manage your pension.
Yeah, exactly. And Jets is cracking up. Like, it's true though. Like, when you think about it,
Yeah.
someone from this generation is one day going to be president, prime minister.
Yeah.
Even in England, a kid that's 10 years old now is going to be the king one day.
Yeah.
Like, it's just a fact.
I know.
And you know what? I bring it back to him. You know, you always pay me out, so I bring it back to Seinfeld, right? Jerry Seinfeld says this, and it's so true. All these jobs, president, prime minister, queen, they're the only jobs in the world that you don't need any experience for. They're just like, oh, you want to be president? Yeah. Have you had any past experience running a
No.
country?
Yeah.
No.
That's
You've
it.
never been a prime minister before. You've never been a president. You've never been a monarch, but they just let them do it.
I know.
So they just let you run a
You
country.
can see Biden. Like, what is he? Is he?
I don't think Biden has had experience in talking.
It's
Does he know?
They ask you, they're like,
Dimension Joe.
do you know what it looks like when they were talking to
It's
Joe Biden?
terrible.
When they're talking to Joe Biden, do you know what it looks like to me?
He doesn't even know what he's talking about.
This is me, honestly, what I think. It looks like they've got a guy
Yeah.
that's got Alzheimer's. You know, when they show it no, when they show it on TV shows and they're like, oh, sir, do you know where you've been? Do you know your name?
Yeah.
That's how he responds.
Yeah, 100%.
He's like, you know, when they show, you
yeah.
see it on TV, they're like,
It's too
sir,
old,
are
man."
you okay? Do you know where
Yeah,
you've been?
yeah,
Are you in any harm? That's what it looks like.
It's pretty.
He's senile, bro. You can't tell me he's not.
For
No.
for that population,
No, it's
like in America, they got so many people. For him to be a
Mate.
president, I don't understand.
There's something wrong. There's something definitely wrong. 100% something wrong.
It's not right.
He's not
When
right.
we had the shisha bar, a kid walked in acting up and been disrespectful. One slap to the face made him really quit by his cousin. And then get Rob is saying exactly.
There you go. That's all it takes sometimes.
But dude, we've told stories to you about, like you just said you didn't have siblings. I grew up with two older brothers. You know the beatings I copped until I was old enough to not cop a beating?
Yeah.
And it made me
But imagine the man you are today.
a tougher person. You know, when we used to go to school, John and all of them never had older brothers. I grew up with older brothers. I was a completely different person to the rest of the lads
Yeah.
because I grew up fighting.
Yeah.
It was a fact. Like it's what happens when you got older brothers.
Yeah.
And I just thought that shit was normal.
Yeah, I was fighting my brother.
All the time, bro. Because he's your older brother.
We said punch ons.
Yeah, but Jim, it's because he's your older brother. He's gonna.
See, I had a sister, so I never had that.
Yeah, you were.
He was
bullied.
picking on me. My brother. He was
Of
picking on
course
me.
he would have. My brothers, not just him, both of them used to pick on me. Their friends used to pick on me because they were here. And just, and we just laughed about it like it was, oh, it's it. Mother Nature for president. I agree with Jess.
Yeah.
Because humans, they've obviously proved they can't run countries.
No.
They do everything
Not-
wrong.
not all
You know
time.
what they used to do to me? Remember that show Bad Boys, Bad Boys?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
they had to do?
Yeah,
I remember playing that. This is like back in the day.
yeah.
Bad Boys. They used to come up to me and go, "Where do you get your shoes
Your
from?"
brother and his friend.
Yeah, you go, "Where do you get your shoes from?" Bad Boys. And
Yeah,
they beat the
and
shit
they
out
take
of me.
him. Yeah, little bastard. Mate, but man,
I survived.
they used to
You're still
do,
here, man.
No side effects yet.
dude, it's true. Jess, that's another story in the works. Mother Nature, I hear of the Earth Council, but the core Lord is about to release trolls from underground.
What?
That's what Rob is saying. It's another story in the works. He's saying he's got another story in the works.
Wow.
And then Jess is saying, great mind.
Great minds, man.
Need someone who has better values, power, and money. So Jess is saying we need someone who has better values, power, and money are destroying capitalism.
True.
Yeah, it's true, man. Especially right now, like the worst it's ever been, I think. Right now.
Do you remember, I remember, back in the day, people were so, before I voted, I remember people were so adamant they were either Labour or Liberal.
It's like left or right.
Yeah, but now they're not. They're like, yeah, I'll just vote for who I like.
Yeah.
No one cares.
Oh, yeah, I'll go Liberal this time. I'll go...
More here in Australia.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But you
yeah.
know why though?
But I
In
remember-
America, it's different.
But you know
I
why?
know that, but I'm
People-
saying I remember people were like so adamant, like a Labour person would never vote Liberal. But I know people that.
But you
have
know
done
what? You know what's funny? Because Labor's become light
that.
liberal.
Of course it has. And Liberal, when they had what's his name? What was his name? Turnbull. They always used to say it. He was more Labour than Liberal.
Yeah.
You
That's
know, 'cause
that's
they're all-
why they
they're all
don't.
probably made.
Because the Labor voters think the
Of
Labor
course.
Party's not the same anymore.
But it is. Yeah, of course they don't.
Power and greed is evil 100%. Yeah.
Power and greed is evil. That's what Yoda
And that-
told
look.
Anakin, man.
Look at Putin.
Look, that's what Yoda told Anakin. What happened to Anakin? And what the worst thing about it is, I say this about Star Wars.
It's
Anakin trusted a politician, and what happened? The universe got taken over. But he did. Isn't that so funny? It's a movie that's a science fiction movie. But Anakin, Obi-Wan says, never trust a politician. He trusts a politician, and everything goes to shit.
because there's subliminal messages
Of course.
in movies
Of course.
that they do on purpose, so then you can decode which.
Of course, of course.
It reflects on what's
Of
happening. in the world.
course, bro.
And that's what's happening.
My oldest brother would get into fight with other people, then beat me and my other brother up so we wouldn't tell my dad. Because of that, none of my brothers are snitches and keep secrets to themselves. Okay, there you go. Many referees and umpires and police officers joined for the power over others. Yeah, they want to be a referee or a footy umpire so they can have power. Because you know what? Like, footy umpires in particular, AFL, they probably weren't good enough to play footy. They become an umpire. Because then they can
Yeah.
power.
Probably.
Power. Doesn't matter what you stand for, we are all still going to be slaves. Jess is saying.
There's no.
Yeah.
Tate says it perfectly. He goes, you can't stop it. You just got to play the game
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
Because the way
Yeah.
the system is,
Yeah.
you know what I mean. You got to
Yeah,
play the
yeah.
game. The Matrix is the Matrix,
Yeah, of
and
course.
you got to play it. So
Of course.
and you either win or you.
Oh, definitely.
But,
Where is it? Yeah, snitch environment is alive and well. It means people won't take responsibility for their actions. 100%. Sci-fi is perfect to be a non-PC and all that. I think that's why and how sci-fi was born.
Yeah.
There you go. There's 3 types of lying: small liars, big liars, and politicians.
Yeah,
That's one of the best comments I've ever seen.
it is.
3
Best
types of
comment.
liars:
3 types of liars. Wow.
small liars, big liars, and politicians.
It's,
And
Yeah.
continues to thrive. Sci-fi Rob saying.
And Carl's husband.
How about real estate agents?
Just
Oh, they're good. They don't lie.
Just got to enjoy your life best you can. Be kind. Help others. Jess is saying.
That's what you're gonna do. You can't stop what's happening
Yeah,
by
yeah.
yourself,
Yeah.
and the masses are too. The masses are too
Yeah.
plugged in. Like the Matrix, they're too plugged in.
Definitely.
So you're
man.
not going to change anything at the moment. But
Definitely.
yeah, as Jess said, you got to just be kind to people, and yeah, just make your life as
Absolutely.
happy as you can.
Absolutely.
So, unfortunately, you have to be in the system. Unless you got a lot of money and you can live off the grid, or do what Tate does.
Do you
Travel
think you
everywhere.
could? Do you think you personally right now could, Jess, if you decided I'm gonna get off the grid, even get off the grid?
It's hard.
How could you do it? Because they got everything about you. You'd have to like make out you're dead or something, and
You have to move countries.
yeah, and then like but make them believe that you're dead.
Yeah, just get a new identity.
Yeah.
And live off the land, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Honestly,
it'd be very
oh,
expensive.
it would be so expensive. Honestly, I agree with that, Jess. Helping other people and being kind is the best damn thing, gaming
It
Shisha
is.
says.
Sure is.
Yeah, if you focus on it all, I can see why people are getting depressed. Yeah, because the
Correct.
way... Yeah.
So true. People are so especially this generation now with all the conspiracy theories and that.
Oh,
Don't get me wrong. There's some stuff I look at
Yeah,
and
of
it's
course.
interesting, but I'm not fully into it. And
Yeah.
people,
well, I've
So
said it to you. They go
crazy,
down a
man.
rabbit hole.
you go down.
Yeah.
That's right. You go down a rabbit hole, and then that's it. Your life is just that, and it just makes you miserable.
Yeah.
You know.
Rob says, sorry, no, I'm not being kind to someone who treats me like crap. I agree with that. I said that. You should give respect so you can get it back.
Mm.
You know what I mean?
Or treat like,
Yeah. You get treated like
you
you.
dish it out. If they treat you bad.
Gave you a sub, Shisha. I noticed you're a YouTuber too.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah, we'll resub back to you, Shisha. Definitely, man. Don't worry. I'll give you a sub, man. I'll
What
look
kind
for
of shisha content?
gaming Shisha,
Shisha.
man. Well, he's playing COD. It must be a gaming channel.
We do a bit of gaming on here.
Yeah, we do.
Let
Yeah,
us know.
yeah.
Do a bit of gaming.
We do. I'll go and give him a sub. Shisha, put in your YouTube link. There you go, man. You get some subs. It's killer.
Yeah. Well, it's been a good podcast, man.
It has been, man.
It's been a good podcast. Hasn't been as many people tonight.
Yeah, definitely got to respect yourself, Jess is saying. 100%. I think that's where it all starts. I think Shisha said that before, I think, and Jess said it. People don't respect themselves now. So how are people going to respect them? If you don't respect yourself,
Yeah.
how are you expecting someone else to respect you?
Yeah.
And like Rob said, you know, like people getting upset about, like I said, you don't get my latte right.
Everyone's offended.
Yeah, of
Everyone.
course, everyone. But you know, like, I'm so like, I'm not like that at all. We've spoke about it, I'm a very carefree person.
Yeah, you
If
are.
someone doesn't give me something wrong on my burger or something, I'm like, yeah, well, what are you gonna do?
Okay.
But now, you know what they do? They go onto Google
Yeah.
and they do a leave a review.
Yeah, but I don't even do that.
I don't
have
Some people do that.
I don't even what the Greek word for me. I don't have the orexia to do that. I don't have
But people are doing it.
I know they do, but I just
I think, why would you waste your time
Yeah, I
doing
know.
it?
like I just you know.
You know what? If I don't like it, the bad suit, I don't even go back. I don't go back.
Yeah.
I leave a review. I just don't go back.
People would just like love to cause trouble.
Gaming Shisha is answering the question I asked you. He said, for me, yes, because I can always go back home. We have land there. Life in Kurdistan, simple if you have some money. No tax, no mortgage, nothing.
Oh, wow.
It's like if you live in Greece and
So that's where I'm going.
Greece
That's
is
where I'm
hard
going
now.
to move, man.
Greece used to be like that.
I
Not
got
anymore.
some of the islands might be,
Yeah, but like when my
but no,
dad's
but
from,
not the big islands. Some of the
now they're taxing everything.
Yeah, of course.
Man. So
You know what?
no.
You
because
know,
they
Nick,
went into a
I-
recession there and they freaked out.
when I went to Korea, like they're building houses on these land, and they weren't even theirs. They're
Yeah,
like,
of course.
empty land, and then all I saw was empty houses.
Yeah,
They're half built.
Yeah.
because they built on.
Yeah, that was a
They
fake
painted
thing.
it for themselves.
Like we own like we're people, right?
yeah,
Who tells you that this is your land?
yeah. I know.
Like
I
who
know.
said that?
I know.
Like why is it your land?
Yeah, I know.
I'm here. I'll take it.
Yeah, I know. I
You know
know.
what I mean?
I know.
What gives people the like? Isn't
Yeah.
it funny how we?
Of course.
We just like claim. We just think we can just.
Yeah,
claim
no, I
whatever we
know.
want.
That's what happened there.
Appreciate the love. Thank you for the sub. Gaming says, and Jess says, no worries.
Yeah, apparently the government, if they want, they can just take your house whenever they want.
Apparently they can. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's so funny, isn't
Not
it?
they say, oh, no, a road has to be put here.
Yeah, no. Well, they're doing that
Sorry.
now. They're doing that with the tunnel.
Yeah.
They're saying you either have to accept this bid we're giving you,
Where's
or
the
we're
freedom?
just going to take
Where's
it.
the freedom?
And you could have had this house.
What if it was
for 100 years?
What if it was
Yeah, they're
land?
buying those houses.
Yeah, no. But what if you didn't want to sell
And they're
it?
paying no money.
Yeah, no. What if you didn't want to sell it?
Nah, man.
You got no choice.
Exactly.
Exactly. They say you either got to take this bid.
So how's it a free country then?
No, no country is free country unless maybe Kurdistan is, but no Western world country is a free country.
No.
I'll say that.
No.
100%.
Yeah,
And-
the
and
government's
it's
paying.
even
The
going-
government's paying peanuts.
Yeah,
for
and it's
it.
even going into Europe now. Like no countries,
No.
you know.
No.
Here I work 80 hours, make about 6K, but got to give 2.5 for tax.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Well, 80 hours a week.
I've never understood tax.
80 hours a week or 80 hours a fortnight?
Imagine it's like 80 hours in 3 days.
80 hours a week would be crazy. I mean, how could you do that? Can you?
Is that a week? That's crazy.
I would say that's what he's talking about.
80 hours a week.
You talking fortnights gaming or?
Well, we want to do this full time, like do
That's 100%.
YouTube.
That's why we need you to share,
Yeah,
like, comment, subscribe.
Are you too soft? Or,
80 hours a week. Gaming is
A
insane.
week.
oh my god.
Oh my,
Far out, man.
listen.
What are you doing, Money?
Hey,
I'll do that in a fortnight, but not in a week.
if I had a cappello, which is a
You
hat,
might not know what a fortnight is. Cause
That's
yeah, it's like
amazing.
a week.
if I
What do you do?
if I had a hat, I'd take it off to him.
What
I'd
profession?
take my hat off, mate. Someone that can work
80
80
hours a week.
That's incredible.
That's ridiculous.
So that'll be 12 hours a day, maybe.
Any jobs going?
That's ridiculous. No, I do demolition. Mainly asbestos. My brother's asbestos
Oh,
scientist.
There you go.
Oh yeah, it's big
They're
money in
both,
that.
both in, yeah, do you know why? Because that's where asbestos came from.
From Canada.
It
Why
was a
bring
Canadian that invented it.
Really?
Big money.
All right, so my lawyer just said I can sue you for causing me pain for not having toilet break during this podcast. Apparently, it's all your fault. Oh
Yeah.
my god!
There you go.
You can sue anyone for anything these days, eh?
Imagine that we got a
A
lawsuit.
lawsuit?
12 to 14 a day sometimes, every day. That must be.
Mate,
Yeah, 'cause
that's
that's
amazing.
12 times 7.
Doesn't ask Rob.
12
incredible.
times 7 is 7,
That's,
yeah.
that's good though. Good money.
that's
man.
crazy,
$2K
bro.
a week. That's amazing.
That's crazy, man.
At least you're getting paid for it though.
Yeah, that's it. That's hard work, bro.
27.
And dealing with, dude, I hope you're taking the precautions. You know, you're with
84.
asbestos
So
covering
he's
yourself.
working 12 days a week. No, 12
12
hours
a day.
A day. That's 84 hours for each 7 days. So,
That's ridiculous, man.
Oh,
I hope
well-
you're
dude,
protecting
you need some time off, man.
You should listen to HFD podcast to get you through the
I
time.
spend
Yeah.
I spend 30 hours taking people out for coffee.
Yeah, you're really
Oh,
trying to
that's
sell
alright.
them.
Winter, you get half
Winter, you don't work, but still get half pay. Oh, because it's so cold.
So
You can't.
cold, can't.
That's fair. So they make you smash it for 6 months, let's
Yeah,
say,
You'd have a nice
and
holiday.
then for whatever you don't work. Aha,
Beautiful,
that
man.
makes
Guys, before we leave, I'd like to say,
Sunday off. So Rob is saying 14 times 5 days equals 7 hours,
try and think of it that way.
plus a quick 10 hours on Saturday. Sunday off, 70 hours. That's crazy, dude. That's a lot.
It's a lot, man. That's a lot. But anyway, guys, I know Shisha's there, and he probably doesn't know about our food channel. So I'll put it up.
Yeah.
And show him. So yeah, Shisha, if you want to join our food channel, the link is in the description.
Yeah, that's how we started doing food reviews, and that's our other channel. It's got all our videos there of all our food reviews. You can leave a sub there as well. That'd be great.
Yeah, so those videos used to be on this channel, but
Yeah.
there
We
put
moved them
separately.
across.
So yeah, look good. So before we go, let's just recap.
Sunrise.
Do you think the world is soft?
100%. Not the world. The world isn't.
It's changed a
The
lot.
world is round.
Well, the world could be flat.
The world's round.
The world could be flat.
Listen, I said this to you as
The
well.
world could be
You know, the world, you know, like someone had a picture of a world. It could be round and flat at the same time because it could be a picture.
Yeah.
But listen, the world isn't soft, but
No,
society is
Society.
society is 100% soft, and I think it's only gonna get softer.
Wow. Okay.
I agree.
Jimmy, what do you reckon?
Oh yeah, definitely a lot of change back in back in the day. Everyone has definitely become very soft.
Yeah, I think if things don't change in a significant way somehow, then we're going to be worse, as KP said. We're gonna be worse off
It's gonna get worse.
in future years, and I don't know how it's going to go or where it's going to go, but like like the movie Demolition Man,
Yeah,
it's going to be like Demolition
I
Man.
agree.
You won't be able to touch people.
You'll get a
Having
fine.
sex will be like,
No, you'll get a
Where-
fine. You'll get a fine for a curse word.
yeah.
Ooh, remember when he's in? He's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
fuck, 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 fuck.
I
And he's
mean,
like,
we're gonna watch it.
that's
Yeah, I
what
love it.
Demolition Man is going to be gone.
yeah, I agree. Do you know what? It's like they saw the future with that. And then what happened? A bad guy comes back and just tears shit up because
Yeah.
no one can deal with him.
Yeah. It's like Andrew Tate comes back.
And no one can deal with him.
No, and they banned him. So
Earth is actually elliptical, apparently, Rob said.
do you know what? I reckon we talk about flat Earth in every podcast.
Probably.
Just put it in there.
We're like,
just to
And you know what?
appease the crowd.
and I want, you know what I really want one day when we talk about it? I just want someone to come in and full be against us. Be like, nah, it's flat, and show us all the
I'm
proof.
not against flat, man.
No, but I just want someone to show us all the supposed proof.
okay.
Gaming says, I'm saving money to go back home and spend my time there. That's good, man. I'm happy for you. Hope that all works out because it sounds good.
Come to Australia.
Yeah, come to Australia. Come visit us, man. You come on the podcast.
We'll look after you.
You'll
All
love
I'm
it.
saying is all these people that act up need a week in Baghdad. Then we'll see how happy they will be with their life. There you go.
There you go. Maybe send them there.
Well, the thing is, I've said that about like my father. Like we're from Cyprus. Or, I'm born here, but he's from Cyprus, and that they went through war. Their country's still taken over by another country. And,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sad to see.
I mean, they like gaming said they dealt with it.
I know.
It's-
Yeah.
Agree, Shisha, walk 1,000 steps in someone else's shoes. Exactly.
Yeah. Oh well, yeah. As I said, man, society's definitely soft.
Ah,
So
it's
fun,
like
definitely.
society went from like it like went from being like a rock to like being a Sunday. It's like
But
soft.
hey, do you guys know what else is soft? I'll tell you right now. Our merch, guys.
Yay!
Our merch, HFD merch.myspiritual.com. Buy the softest
I'm wearing the jumper.
jumpers.
Get the
And
mug.
look, you can even get the mug that says,
Oh my god.
"Have you seen Father Jim?" I know Father Jim is with us tonight, but you can buy that. So go have a look at our merch. It helps us out. hfdmerch.myspiritual.com.au.
Look, I'm wearing a jumper. Chris is
I'm
wearing a
pretty
top.
sure it does ship internationally.
Yeah,
as
it
well.
does. It does.
So,
Look, I'm wearing.
whoops, sorry, wrong one. Sorry.
I'm wearing a
Yeah,
jumper. Chris
sorry,
is
guys.
wearing a top.
But yeah, guys,
Well-
check it out.
I'll be back in the monastery and I'll see you in another 3
Yeah.
months.
You'll see him. He's back in the monastery now.
People truly don't understand how good we have it here. Shushu is saying about Canada, obviously. If you ignore the internet and news and live in your little bubble, life's pretty sweet, Jess says.
Yeah, but you don't want to ignore HFD.
No, not HFD. Everyone subscribe to HFD. Send a freebie to Shisha. I'll cover it, Rob says. Send a freebie to Shisha. He says he'll cover it.
Jumper.
Shisha, we gotta.
No worries. What? Just go pick what you want. Let us
Shisha,
know.
tell us what merch you want, man, and let us know. You've had someone,
Cover
one of our biggest fans, which is Rob, has said he'll cover
the.
you a free piece of merchandise.
Yeah.
So tell us what you want, man. You can either check your Insta.
I can't right now because my.
We'll do it.
phone-
We will. So I don't know if that's how. How would Shisha contact us?
You can follow us on Instagram and check.
Message.
on Insta.
DM us through there.
Yeah, DM us on
Yeah,
Instagram.
DM us through there, man. I appreciate it, Rob. Thank you. You know what? That's one of the best gestures we've seen.
I've never
On
seen
a,
that joke.
that's the best gesture
I mean,
we've seen on a HFT.
You're a
podcast.
nice guy, Rob.
We
Rob
might
is nice.
have like not everyone rocked up tonight, but they missed out on one of the best gestures ever.
That was the best gesture I've seen on the show. Yeah, that was
so
amazing.
It's really nice.
Well done, Rob. That's
really
champion.
nice. But yeah, like guys in the chat, thanks for supporting us, guys. You know, it might seem like a small podcast, but we're growing.
Oh, definitely.
So
We love, gaming. Shisha, someone that's new in it. That's why we encourage everyone to share it.
and share it
Share it
around.
with friends. If you enjoyed it, you might know other people that will enjoy it too.
Yeah.
So
And if you look at our content, we do various things, and we got some good content coming up. We got
We do. We've got one of the best things ever coming up. Chris has never seen Paranormal Activity, and for
No.
Halloween week, we are doing a Paranormal Activity watch along
yes,
because Chris has never seen it.
no.
The movie?
Yeah,
Have
he's gonna. Have you seen
haven't
it?
I don't think I've seen it.
Oh my God, Jim! If you can come that night as well, because I've seen it, I'll
Yeah.
just be laughing because you're gonna shit yourself.
I'm really shitting myself.
Paranormal
So-
Activity is pretty full on, hey.
Yeah,
It gets you thinking.
yeah.
It's like, I don't know. It's weird. It's different to like other horrors.
Yeah.
It sort of freaks you a bit. You're like, oh. After you watch it, you're a bit like, oh, that's weird.
Oh.
So you'll be like, I'm not going home
Well, how old-
unless I know a man.
How old,
Wait.
So, yeah,
how old
we got
is it?
Paranormal Activity come out 08 maybe.
08,
I think
yeah.
something like that.
Okay.
Dude,
But yeah, but
there's
you
like
want-
10 of them now. But the first one, if you watch the first one,
Is that not with the videotape? Like-
yeah, remember that one where
Yeah,
the
I've
video
seen
tape?
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first one.
No,
Yeah.
that's the ring.
No,
No, there was another one. With
Where the camera.
Yeah, the camera.
camera.
So that's that?
Yeah.
I've seen that
Yeah,
one.
the first one.
Yeah,
So we're doing that, guys. So it's gonna be scary.
I think I've seen that one.
Robert, you know what they say? What you do comes around. I bought some homeless guy a shirt and food yesterday. He bought a homeless guy a shirt, and now Rob
Do you see that,
has offered to buy him a shirt.
mate? That is the universe, or
That
whatever that is,
It's next level.
saying
That's
thank
crazy.
you and giving back.
that's crazy.
There you go. See,
Oh, Chris C, do you drink beer? I have a World Cup drink idea. Yeah, we
I can drink beer.
drink
but
beer. We
I'm
drink
not a-
beer. We had a beer together a couple of times.
I only drink water.
No,
And World Cup food, so it might be a food. Rob,
just
bring it.
tell me what it is and we'll do it.
Jess says good night. Good
Good
night,
night,
Jess.
Jess.
And
We're
Rob
going
says
nothing.
Charles. Rob, get it together for us. We'll do it on the one of the World
Yeah.
Cup shows.
So we're gonna do that. That's coming up as well.
Yeah, we'll do a watch along.
Next week, I don't know. We're gonna do the chip challenge.
We're gonna find something.
Where do you
for
find
next
that
week.
one, that chili chip?
Well, me and Rob, I don't know what it'll either be next week or the week after. We're gonna try and get the World Cup podcast in. So that's coming up, but we'll something next week. We'll be on.
Yeah, And obviously, there's gonna be a lot of shorts coming out soon,
The shorts, guys.
promoting our podcast. So, guys, if you look, especially you, Game Shisha, because you're brand new,
You guys still live. We are
we're
Devon.
always here, Devon.
How are you, man?
We're about to go off now, but yeah, if you can share us around Game Shisha, that'd be much appreciated. We'll share you as well. And yeah, I think that's about it, guys.
Yeah, definitely. Like,
All right.
yeah, sure. Well, if you give us your link, we'll put it on our next show. I'll put it in we'll put it in the bio. We'll put it in the description.
Yeah, for sure.
Put your link out. You know, you've been.
And I don't know if you want to get in touch with us. Just let us know what item of clothing you want from our
Yeah.
from
Hey,
our
from Canada, I'm going to say a hoodie.
You know what's really cool about that? Someone in Canada around the world gonna be wearing
I
a
know.
HFD
It's
shirt.
unbelievable.
Oh, isn't that crazy? So,
Yeah. So Rob is saying available next week. So we might do a World Cup podcast next week and a normal podcast as well. So, but you'll see it if it gets scheduled. Anyone that's got our notifications on, you'll see it. Gaming Shisha, if you are into soccer, like you said, me and Rob, who's in the chat, Robert, will be on our. We've got a World Cup podcast. So, and then we're going to be doing watch-alongs with that. So yeah. See you, Divine. Good night, lads. It's 6 a.m. here. You guys stay good and healthy. And Brazil will win the World Cup, he's saying. I think he's close. It's close. I think this is the...
Germany for me.
Nah, I don't think they got a chance this time around.
No.
Nah, just they're not as strict.
Portugal?
I think they got a good chance. Their team is just stacked. If their coach, you know, and Ronaldo stands up and gets it right. But I think Brazil, it's their best chance of winning it since they've won it.
I picked from Canada wearing the HFD merch.
Oh my God, that'll be the best.
Yeah.
Once we get it out to you, let us know, man.
Yeah, just let us know which one you want.
Yeah, let us know through wherever and we'll sort it out
And
for you.
Rob will
We'll sort it out. We'll sort it out. Don't worry.
All right. Well, thanks for watching, guys. It's been a great show. We've loved every minute of it. And,
Brazil with my team. I think you're close there, Shusha.
Yeah. No, thanks, guys. And I want to say big thank you to Jimmy for coming. For like,
I was about to say-
are we gonna see you again?
God bless you.
I reckon Jimmy's ready for the Paranormal Activity watch along. He looked pumped for when we said that.
We'll see.
So that will be in what? Not
Like,
next
are
week.
we
The
gonna
week
see him
after.
again? Are we gonna see him again?
I reckon not next week. The week after we see him for Paranormal
Father
Activity.
Jim will keep you in suspense.
Yeah, he will. He does. He keeps us in suspense, doesn't he?
He does. But, thanks, guys, for coming. Stay hunky.
I'll do that for sure. Gaming Shisha says, "I got you guys. Whenever I go live, I'll put the link up." Thanks, man.
Legend.
Thanks, man. All right.
Like we said, you know, if you can, anyone that can share us, because if you like our content, the people, you know, your friends might like our content. So please share,
Yeah.
subscribe.
That's right.
GG, Devon.
No, guys. Thanks a lot for
You know,
coming.
guys.
Wait, before we go, I'm gonna put this one more.
Saying we're all G's, man. That's what he's saying. We're all G's.
We are G's. We are G's.
That's it.
Thanks, guys. Stay hunky, and we'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.